the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 776. 776 will rise again.
What does that mean?
That Malaysian flight that went missing?
Was it?
No, it wasn't. But
I mean, it's one number off from 777. I thought that's what we were excited about.
You know, that's our next episode, and we're planning something big that we don't even know what it is yet for the next episode.
Something big.
We're piling up 3 episodes.
How big?
It's gaping.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Vaush, you always cause a lot of chaos in our chat over here. It's interesting.
I'm just vibing over here. Some folks just get really, really mad at the sight of me. I feel like this is kind of a running joke in my stream. They're arguing against Vaush, not Vaush, because the characterization they have made of me is so divorced from what I actually am and believe that it's like an entirely separate person.
Yeah,
so it's quite funny for me.
I always see that
Did you say that Vaush controls you now? Is he in control? Who are we talking to right now?
It's a Jekyll Hyde situation. I could tell you which one I am, but I could be lying to you. You don't know.
It could be a real Schrodinger's Vaush.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the takes go over the stream. We'll see if it's a Vaush stream or a Vaush stream.
Okay.
So they're arguing with the mispronunciation of your name, is what you're saying.
No.
Saying... it's. Oh yeah. Because I don't know why people call me Vaush. I don't know why. It's Vaush in English. That's always Vaush. That's how it's pronounced. Like 98% of the time. I don't know how they got Vaush.
I think they assume you're German.
Well, I'm not.
Well, counterpoint. I'm not.
If you want it to be Vaush, you got to spell it like Josh. Then people can call you Vaushua.
V-O-S-H. No argument. No one's calling you Vaush then.
Is it too late to change your name?
That makes me sound like I'm doing like a rip-off game review channel, like Vaush, V-O-S-H.
100%,
you know, like, yeah.
That'd be cool 10 years ago.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be like the angry video game nerd, like 10 years ago, you know? That'd be like one of those epicenter cultural geek channels. But now, today, not so much.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Vaush, and here's why I don't like the trans people in The Last of Us 2.
Girls can't have muscles, guys. They can't. Have you ever seen girls with? I'm mad right now. And then I bring out like a prop that I've used since 2007. You know, that the tier 8 patron subs really get excited for.
They spam the emojis
Shout
in the
out
chat.
tier 8, baby.
Tier 8.
Vaush must have been looking at our Patreon.
Vaush bad.
Oh,
Vaush
whoa.
bad.
That's my fucking jam.
Don't
I like
know
how they
good
spelled it phonetically so
Vaush.
Stephen Hawking would read it correctly.
Vaush bad. Vaush bad. It's good.
though. Vaush good.
Vaush good.
Vaush good.
I don't know. I hear that he supports political violence.
That's Vaush.
Oh, okay.
That's Vaush.
I'm clean straight. I'm riding right alongside the law. I don't even know what people want me to believe.
Wasn't it?
So you support the law, you support the police, you're a real Blue Lives Matter type, you would say?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you had to categorize yourself.
Oh yeah, big thin blue line boy.
Yeah,
100%. I only eat blueberry licorice. That's how hard my line is.
That is hard line. I love it.
You know, I found on Twitter's a mutual fan of Scott and Vaush, and their name is Antifa Catboy.
Hey, Antifa Catboy.
And
we did it.
Yeah, it right here, Antifa Catboy, Vaush and Scott Henson. This is the tag team match of a lifetime. So
Hell yes.
That's awesome. I'm really happy for that person.
Yeah, because because Scott here, he's a furry professional wrestler. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
Both at the same time.
at the same time.
Well, yeah, obviously you need like a stage presence. You can't be a furry and then just go out there in like a tracksuit. Obviously, you know. You
Okay, now you're tempting me to do that. But,
He will do it.
But no, that hasn't been the norm so far.
Yeah, Scott, like legendary furry wrestler, and he shows up in fucking suspenders and a suitcase. You're like, hey, what did you expect?
So
A fursuit for wrestling? You kidding?
Yeah.
I see Jeff in the chat. Jeff, I thought you said okay, there was a misunderstanding between me and Jeff Holiday earlier.
Uh-oh.
I asked him if he wanted to come on, and he's like, oh, he said I'd love to, but I thought he meant like I'd love to, but I had to evacuate.
So he said I'd love to.
But just
and
I'd love
you ignored everything after that. You invented, but I have to evacuate.
That's what I even told you this when you got here.
Yeah, did he say but or
no? I read it
Literally
wrong.
just said I'd love to.
I'll bring.
It kind of reached
I read
with
it
that
wrong.
one, too.
Damn it.
Hey, you want to be on the podcast? I'd love to. Sorry about that. Maybe next time.
Yeah, before the show started, Ben was like, "Yeah, Jeff. I asked Jeff if he'd be on today, but he's evacuating, so he can't come in." This is the first time hearing of you being able to come in right now, Jeff.
Yeah, because he had to evacuate because he lives in Southern Oregon where everything's on fire.
That is not a great place.
Sorry,
to
Jeff.
live.
Do you have a reservation? I love Jeff. If he can come in, he can come in.
Yeah. I'll add him to the group here.
He might already have rage quit to go watch football.
I texted him.
What?
Okay, good.
I didn't mean to hurt his feelings.
He can't hurt Jeff's feelings.
Oh yes, you can.
Oh hell no, Jeff's got strong feelings about everything.
Now that just sounds like a challenge to hurt Jeff's
no,
feelings.
no. He when you guys fought over wrestling,
Vaush,
when he
what
kept
is your
saying
opinion on pineapple on pizza or ketchup or Kraft dinner?
What?
I think ketchup on Kraft
or
dinner.
Kraft dinner. I'm gonna go Kraft dinner.
It's ketchup on Kraft dinner, right?
Wait, so pineapple. Wait, so it's pineapple on pizza or pineapple on ketchup or pineapple on Kraft dinner, or is it pineapple
someone
on
did his
pizza
symbolic logic course in university.
or ketchup on. Wait, that was an incredibly confusing. Here, I'll say this: if you're eating shit mac and cheese, yeah, you can put ketchup in there. You're already a disgusting wretch. But I don't like pineapple. Yeah, I don't like pineapple whether it's on or off pizza. So I'm not a good judge for that one.
I mean, that's fine. That's a reasonable stance to have. The people who hate pineapple on pizza because of the meme can fuck all the way off.
Dude, the people, oh god, the lay Redditeurs, the people who only like jump on these trends because they hear about like, fuck Instagram, fuck TikTok, fuck pineapple on pizza. These people are soy facing their way to the graves, my friend. They gotta try something new. They gotta break out of the meme shell. Maybe they would like pineapple on pizza if they tried it.
I mean, it's good. I mean, if you like pineapple.
Yeah, if you like pineapple.
See, I like pineapple. I heard it makes your cum taste better too. So that's like an even better bonus, but it's not keto.
That was a psyop.
Do you taste a lot of your own cum?
Oh yeah, you gotta test your own batch every couple of weeks.
You gotta sample. Yeah, I like. Would a chef send something out without tasting
exactly.
it? No.
You don't want to sell off some faulty salty.
Yeah, the pineapple cum thing was there were actually like papers that were declassified back in 2007. That was actually an FDA lie. They were just trying to push kids to eat more fruits, you know. So they it's like the carrots improve your night vision thing. That's also a lie from World War II. It's like that kind of thing, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then why is my cum so delicious?
That's all you, baby. That's genetic.
That's pure Bill.
I heard it's actually
it's
could be attributed to
mangoes.
diabetes. If your cum is really sweet, you need to get checked for diabetes.
Too much sugar in there.
Yeah.
That explains so many of the videos I've seen on Pornhub. That's what they were testing for.
Yeah, that's a medical channel.
I heard that's how Mama Cass died.
Too much sweet cum.
Too much sweet cum. Damn it, Mama Cass.
They used
She's
to-
drowning it.
Doctors
Choked on a
used to
cum
actually
sandwich.
taste the piss, you know, for diabetes back in the 1950s and 60s. We have machines for it now, but back
Wait,
then a
stop
doctor
doing that? I insist my doctor taste my piss.
they've been throwing you for a loop, my dude. They
Sweet
pretend to
boy
take a
praxis.
sip, dump it into
I've
the
been
fucking
watching
potted
DP
plant, and then
from
throw
the
the
start,
rest
and
into
I'm
the
glad
machine.
to see guests like Vaush opposed to Carne of Assad. We need Shu and
Carne of
Vaush on
Assad.
DP together.
Adam Ray, what's up?
Yeah, you know what? Shu has only appeared on this show once for like a matter of seconds because we had Armored Skeptic on, and she happened to be there at the time.
So she is about equivalent to appearances on this show with your appearances of Anita Sarkeesian on this show.
No, Anita Sarkeesian was on here for a short length of time.
No, Anita was never on this show. Years and years and years ago, I was at a tabletop gaming place, and Anita Sarkeesian walked in, and I took a picture of her over my shoulder, and she freaked out, and people were saying I should be prosecuted and thrown in prison for it. So
That checks out.
With all the shit Anita Sarkeesian gets, she probably thought you were pulling a piece on her or something. She was probably having a rough day. Wait, that's fucking wild. I can't even fathom like Anita Sarkeesian existing in a physical space. You know?
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a.
It was mind blowing, and it was in Columbus, Ohio. It was in like a random place. And she just walked in. She had like a couple friends with her. They sat down on the table. They sat down at the table behind me, and she didn't even notice I took her picture. I took like a selfie of myself with her over my shoulder, and I posted it on Twitter. And then she drew a bunch of crazy attention to it, and it was crazy.
Always the right move.
When she did the VidCon panel with Boogie 298, that was like blew up as like being like a shit show. I was in the front row, and I clapped at something Boogie had said, and nobody else really clapped because they were Team Anita. And she looked at me with the most piercing hawk eyes, and I thought she was going to eat me.
Was it like substitute teacher eyes?
Worse.
Okay.
Worse.
Oh, Anita Sarkeesian would vor.
Yeah, she scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I bowed to Anita.
It's actually insane. You know that whole like Anita Sarkeesian never would have been anything if it weren't for all the people dogpiling her kind of gist. Like Anita Sarkeesian's career was propelled by the hate that she got.
Yeah.
I don't think she's very prominent these days. She's certainly not that relevant when it comes to online discourse. And I wonder if it's just because people quieted down. I wonder if she's going to be 35 one day and she's going to like drop a video on The Last of Us 6. And somebody attention will be brought to it. We'll go through the whole thing again.
We're talking about furries and vor. Two topics I'm incredibly versed
Oh my
in.
God, Creamsicle.
Creamsicle gets it.
Sorry, yeah. we'll get to all the Streamlabs in a minute here. What were you saying, Vaush?
Oh, I was saying that I'm not really into vor, but a Sarkeesian, I'd be willing to consider it. I'd be willing to consider it.
At least dip your toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Dip it in what? Nugget sauce so she can eat it?
Yeah, a toe, an ankle. You know.
Yeah.
I wonder
Wait,
what her.
Anita Sarkeesian's 37 now? Oh my God.
I believe it. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
She's done.
How long
Imagine,
till-
Bill, imagine being 37. Can you even?
It's gross. Yeah.
Aren't you?
No.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I wonder how long until she's gonna like date Sargon of Akkad. Like that's the initial. Like,
Is it kind of like when Lacey Green started dating Chris Raygun?
I mean, it's the way the world works.
Oh.
It's somebody's gonna write season 2021 of America, and it's gonna have some plot twist.
Yeah, the world has only gotten wilder every consecutive year. 2020 has made 2016 seem like a fucking, cakewalk. So
Do you remember
2032?
do you actually remember 2016 when everyone was posted like fuck 26? Like all that happened was Prince died. That's the only thing that happened. It was like fuck 2016, worst year ever. 2017 can only get better. And now this.
Every person who lies to you and says 2021, 2022, whatever will be better should be shot on the spot. We know that's not true. We know they're lying. We know we have the math on this.
Have you
we
seen
know
the line graph?
every year is going to keep getting worse forever. We know that. It's the math is inarguable.
The science is in.
2015 was okay. Gay marriage being legalized, that was pretty good. That made me happy.
Wasn't that 2012 or 2013?
That was 15.
Really? Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Washington State legalized it in 2012. So
yeah, there you go. That's
when I got gay married in Washington.
I was living in the gay marriage capital of the world. The same day in America, we legalized gay marriage, we legalized weed, and we legalized euthanasia. So if you couldn't fuck what you want or smoke what you could get, you could kill yourself. It was perfect.
Libertarian paradise.
Yeah. Scott is not gay married. Creamsicle, chill. Creamsicle, you have no chill.
Yeah, Creamsicle is very excited that
you see-
Vaush is here.
Did you see everybody cancel Netflix today?
No. What happened with that?
I guess Cuties.
Oh,
Did
shit.
Cuties come out?
Well, I don't know if
Yeah,
it
I
came
saw that.
out, but there was a further like description of the movie and people who have watched it, and I guess there's like scenes of like an 11-year-old girl topless and doing sexual dancing and stuff. And they're
Whoa,
like,
wait. Do they get topless in that movie? Is that
Yeah.
true?
That's what they said. The 11.
Now,
that's what the reviews.
Is that a
said.
real thing or a thing that Bill said?
That's what the reviews
Yeah.
said. I haven't watched the movie myself.
That's a good question.
That's what all the reviews were
Holy
saying.
Shit.
'Cause
Okay,
if
wait.
So
'Cause
you've made up my mind on whether I'm going to watch it.
So here's my.
I don't want.
Here's my. Wait. Here's my journey. Here's my. I disavow, by the way. Here's my journey, by the way. Okay. So initially, I saw the Netflix release with the image they had for that one, like the
Yeah.
promo image they did.
Looked hot.
And I can't dance on this topic. I thought like, holy shit, this is irresponsible as fuck. So then I looked into it, and it turns out the original French release had a promo image that was a little more reasonable, like some art film kind of deal, And I thought, okay, if this is maybe Netflix really dropped the ball on promoting this, and maybe it's not like that sexualizing children. Maybe it's more like just a, But then I've seen some clips from the movie on Twitter, and I don't know, dude. It just looks like the fucking Netflix promo image, but animated. It's just a bunch of fucking 10-year-old girls twerking and dancing and shit with the camera angles zooming around to catch the sparkle. Holy shit.
Got to
Yeah.
catch that sparkle.
Yeah.
My understanding is that the tone of the movie is anti-sexualizing children, but that
Right.
might not be how it actually comes off. So
Yeah, but
we'll
you
see
can
how
do
I come
that.
off.
Yeah, you can do that though, right? Like, all those video games that are anti-violence, and the way they sell that premise is by
With
having
lots
you
of
like,
violence.
brutally kill your way through 14 levels of dudes, and then in the 15th level you realize they all had
Oh,
children
I
waiting for
shouldn't
them
have
back.
done it. Oh, that guy had a dog.
Yeah, that might be what we're doing right now. It's like, dude, sexualizing children is wrong.
I hope
Let's
it's
do it for 2 hours
I
and
hope
see
it's
how that
nothing.
turns out.
If
Nothing but sexualized children.
If
And
you
then the third act, it turns out one of them had a dog, and we all feel bad.
if you stop watching American History X halfway through, it's a different movie than if you watch the whole thing, right? Like if you stop when the guy gets curb stomped. So maybe the movie tells a story that needs this in it. Like,
What do you mean? Does it go past that? I'm usually done by that point.
Scott's like, that's usually about when I blow my
I
load,
know.
turn it
I know,
off.
It's my favorite 45-minute movie.
If the first half of the movie is setting up the Nazi, and the second half of the movie is kind of taking down the Nazi, you've kind of undone the first Nazi. But no matter what you do in the second half, you can't undo the pedos jerking off to the first half of the movie.
Yeah.
That already happened. They're
It's-
already
it's
finished.
done.
Yeah, that's done. So now the second half of the movie, it's like, okay, I mean, you can try, but it feels like we missed the shot on that one.
I think they said the movie got a Sundance Award, or was it Sundance?
It's probably good to Europeans or something. I don't
I
fucking
think
know.
it won the Oscar for Best Picture. is my understanding.
It won an Epstein.
Oh God! Can you
Did they
imagine
just
the
did they just add the CP category to at the Oscars or something?
I mean, that's always in there, like because Bryan Singer was nominated last year. So.
Didn't he win Best Director or
He didn't. He was.
Hey,
It was nominated for Best Picture, and it won Best Editing, among maybe something else. Yeah, good guy, Bryan Singer.
Man,
I'm just thinking about the Epstein Award. It's not good.
The Epstein Award.
That's the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Oscars.
So what was this? What was the whole thing you sent me about? Is it true Cardi B and Candace Owens
they're beefing. Dude.
are they really?
Yeah.
Like directly with each other?
Candace Owens and Cardi B are arguing over who's got the wettest, assest pussies.
Really?
No.
Have they both shown them? Can we?
Of course
do side
they
by
have.
side, or-
This is America. No,
This is America.
I guess Cardi B sat down with Joe Biden for an interview, right?
What?
And yeah,
Did he kiss her neck?
no.
Can you say that whole sentence again just
So
one more time?
Cardi
please, just so I
B
can
sat
enjoy it?
down to interview Joe Biden. There's clips of it. I guess Candace Owens responded.
I'm sorry. You guys know that Cardi B is mentally retarded, right? I don't seen her like speak words before.
Oh, Scott, you underestimate the thinking power of America. There's a reason
Also,
why
she's like a billionaire. Where are you at? What does that say about you?
Yeah.
Oh, I never claimed I'm a game recognizes game guy, and being also mentally retarded, I could spot it very quickly. I'm like, oh, she like me. She like me.
Wait, I've actually never heard Cardi speak out loud my entire life.
Oh, really?
I know the song. I mean, the song slaps. Can we wait, hold on.
Oh, no, the song
we can
slaps.
agree
No
the
one's
song.
arguing
Okay,
that.
okay. All right.
Yeah, no, but like trying to like communicate as a human, not her strong suit. Like she's got a bad brain.
Well, no, she's got a different brain, Scott.
That's what we're saying now. She's neuroatypical is what
She's
she is.
her brain is okar.
Why didn't she keep
It is
her,
okay.
Why didn't she keep her birth name as her stage name? Holy shit.
What was her birth name? Candace
Oh my
Owens?
god.
Barty C.
Look at this.
Belcalis
What is she-
Marlenis
what does she say?
Almanzar.
Marlenis Almanzar.
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 That's very mystical sounding.
Wait, my chat is informing me that the only thing she does is she just speaks in AAVE. If I find a video of her talking and she just sounds like she's talking AAVE, y'all got a lot of splaining to do, okay?
What is
Oh no,
AAVE?
it is AAVE, but it's AAVE with the vocabulary of, sub-Trump vocabulary.
All right, I'll investigate this.
What is
okay?
AEVE or what is it?
African American vernacular English.
Oh.
Jive.
Oh,
9 and 1 patted in on the cancel police phone.
that's what I take issue with that being a thing that is abbreviated. Like it's why do we have to white up African American vernacular English by calling it AAVE? That's offensive.
It sounds
to me.
like a club that all the nerds were in
That's
in high
offensive
school.
to me. Yeah, that's offensive. Quit whiting shit up.
Is that offensive to you?
Damn right it is.
Not
Yeah,
really.
Bill chooses weird hills to die on.
Yeah. AAVE, that's some white mayonnaise, white splaining right there.
But just the abbreviation, you're fine with the term.
Call it African American vernacular English if you like.
Okay.
But I don't like that you're gonna abbreviate it. Leave people like me out there like, what is that?
But Cardi B is black and she abbreviated wet ass pussy into WAP. So doesn't that mean abbreviations are black culture?
That's true. Aren't we appropriating by I've lost the thread of this already.
NWA. I'm running out of abbreviations, but yeah, I
think
guess.
we might actually be doing
Amco.
cultural appropriation whenever we abbreviate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You take something super white and you abbreviate it to try and get it to be welcome in the
Wait,
vernacular
that's the
itself.
opposite of what you're. Wait, you were saying the opposite of that.
I don't know what I'm
Wait,
saying.
hold on.
Okay.
Did you
Vosh,
guys
you're
see
gonna
the-
find a lot of that on
Vaush,
this
spell this out for me, please.
Did you see the Cardi B interview with Bernie Sanders?
No.
You did? Wait, you didn't? This was
No.
like a big meme back a year ago.
Yeah, I missed it all. Maybe I watched it. Maybe I forgot about it because the whole world was different then.
Gotcha.
I can't
You're
remember
remembering
anything.
something from a year ago.
This
Yeah.
is my fucking jam, though. I actually wish politicians would do this more often. Like, what endorsements are we trying to secure right now? You know, some people say Bernie Sanders couldn't win the primary because he wasn't able to secure many key endorsements. Okay, but getting like the big celebs talking to fucking Cardi B. Where was the Nicki Minaj interview? Okay,
Yeah.
what happened
Whoa.
there? Who dropped the ball on that one? Wait, has she done an interview?
Nicki Minaj interviewed Donald Trump for $140,000, and it's private.
Is that
now.
pre-president Trump?
Yeah, it was his lawyer hit it all.
Oh, I see.
No,
That's true. Wait,
I
that's
think
true?
no,
No.
of course not. I was being.
I see. I was looking at Vosh's chat, and they're all warning him he's going to get canceled for being on here.
Probably.
So
Why
I'm
is that?
sorry about that,
Oh, I
Vaush.
mean, your takes here bordering on pretty fucking stupid, but like they're not even close to being like what's harming America. And the people in my chat whose insistence that I can't spend any time with people who are having problematic takes is incredibly fucking stupid. I've literally been one of the strongest advocates for make the arguments you can in the communities you can, be with people who you disagree with sometimes, be the bridge. And these people being like, you need to leave immediately. This is not an appropriate reaction to being in the presence of people who are not fully familiar with the racial dynamic. Fuck off with that shit. Absolutely not. Stupid as fuck. They can sit with it or they can leave the stream.
Yeah, if I get you canceled over African American vernacular English, I want to apologize right now. I am sorry.
I get canceled. I've done way more valid shit to get canceled over.
Okay.
So I'm good. That being said, were you being serious about the Minaj thing with Trump?
No. That's how much he paid Stormy Daniels. That's how much he paid Stormy Daniels to shut up, right?
That was that Stormy Daniels money.
I was insinuating that Donald Trump and Nicki Minaj had a relationship together as a joke.
They had vaginal intercourse?
When I say relationship, I obviously mean a working relationship.
Like the world's oldest profession.
Yes.
Like they worked on a track together?
Like they had promiscuous hotel sex, and the lawyer had to quiet it down because that seems to be how Trump operates with women. That seems to be his relationship with women. And now
I don't know if he'd be able to get Nicki Minaj though.
Of course not, but they are New Yorkers, so maybe they had a little bond. Things hit differently in New York.
You just keep running with it.
I don't care.
She cost more than 140 grand to shut up.
Probably.
Like
Hush money to Nicki Minaj would not be 140,000. No. That's a pretty insubstantial dollar amount.
That's the hole in your story.
But the hole in my story, I never give a timeline, okay? And we do know Trump has a close working relationship with the WWE, and Nicki Minaj used to do entrance music for WWE wrestlers. So there's a tie in there. And back when she was doing the entrance music, she might have done one sex with Donald Trump for $140,000 worth of hush money.
Checks out.
Now, there's a lot of hoops and loops we're jumping through to get here.
Can we just talk about the fact that the radio edit of Wet Ass Pussy is wet and gushy, which is 1,000 times more disgusting?
Well, it's also wag, which I think as a furry you would enjoy more than WAP, right?
I mean, I'm into it. Don't get me wrong. Also, the music video. Hi.
Some wet ass cloaca? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, WC.
Oh.
Yeah. Whack.
Whack.
Oh God, Creamsicle says, I wag, I'm a good girl.
I looked up Nicki Minaj WWE, and all I'm finding are videos of Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B 1-on-1 2019 WWE 2K.
She did the entrance music for...
Oh shit.
Game?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll kill the echo.
No.
I got it. I killed it.
So Nicki Minaj did the entrance music for Victoria. Was that her name when she was in WWE?
I don't know.
Tattoo did the music for Victoria.
No, it's after the tattoo one.
After that, that's the only one I know.
Yeah.
All up in my head, all up in my head.
That's really good.
That's the one.
Damn.
I'm gonna find it.
Dang. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Hey.
Howdy.
Now that Ben has corrected his egregious error.
Hey Jeff, you want to be on the podcast?
Sure.
I'd love to. Too bad.
I would love to. I'm sitting here all by myself, all alone, with nothing to do, waiting until I have to find out if I have to evacuate my fucking home or not.
Yeah, have
I'd
you
love
been
to,
enjoying
Ben.
the air quality, Jeff?
Oh my fucking
Yeah,
god!
how's
Have I
breathing?
ever? Ugh. Listen, I never thought breathing would be a competitive sport, but fuck me dead. I'm really not good at it at all right now.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I'm not leaving my house.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. Yeah, we've so me and a bunch of my friends, we've been trying to do some community action stuff because there's a lot of homeless people in Eugene, and they don't have anywhere to go. When you're homeless, what the fuck are you supposed to do when like your whole entire state is now covered in choking smoke?
Mm-hmm.
So my buddy Chris, who's an absolute legend, he basically like called the city and he's like, hey, fuck you, I'm taking over a park. I'm gonna have all the homeless stay in that park, and I'm gonna like give them supplies. If you have a problem with it, you can kiss my ass. And he actually convinced the local police department to bring pizzas to feed all the fucking homeless people.
That's sick as shit.
Yeah, for real. Like, it was really fucking cool.
Nice.
The dude is an absolute fucking saint, and yeah, he's an inspiration. He's a cool guy.
Jeff, I saw that you and Mems were going around setting up water stations too, like a while back.
We did that last month.
Yeah.
When there was like a heat wave going through, and we spent like, I don't know. It doesn't matter how much we spent. We bought like these 3 big jug things with like pumps, and we put them out where where homeless people were, because it's gonna be like 108 degrees or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like little things like that. You know?
Yeah, right now it's like 91 here, but they have us closing our windows because of all the smoke.
Yeah.
So and you know, it's so weird how houses in the Pacific Northwest don't have air conditioning, like especially the older ones.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky that like I have central air, and I routinely change my filters. I even I have
Is
box
it at all
fans
possible that Candace Owens'
Chris
IQ
Chandler!
massively drags down the average?
Hey, Chris Chan.
Do you think
Good,
Candace
good,
Owens
Chris
has a
Chan.
low IQ?
Yeah.
I gotta bite back on that one. Candace Owens is smart as
Yeah,
fuck.
she's super smart.
Incredibly good at grifting her way to the top of conservative discourse.
Yeah, in the
I gotta
in the
agree
low
with that.
IQ battle between Candace Owens and Cardi B, I think we have a clear winner.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, I just fuck Candace Owens and Cardi B. They're in two different professions, right? They're two different career paths. They're two different women. They shouldn't be compared. Compare
Hold on,
Candace Owens.
is not a pop singer / whore also?
compare Candace Owens to all the other right-leaning talking heads, and I put her smarter than fucking all of them. I'll put her over Nick Fuentes. I'll put her over Alex Jones.
Over Nick Fuentes?
The Nick Fuentes.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Over Alex Jones?
Yeah, because Alex Jones, I don't know if he's smart as much as he is charismatic.
Would you put her over Nick Fuentes' friend?
No, never. Catboy? Okay. Catboy lives forever in my heart.
I don't think Alex Jones even has an internal dialogue. I don't know if he's smart or dumb or anything like that. I think that everything that he is vocalized externally. So there's nothing else. There's nothing internal. It's all out there, you know?
He's a pro wrestler that got into conspiracies instead of the wrestling ring.
He accidentally got into the wrong job.
Yeah.
Do you think that being clever and following whatever your publicist or your media person tells you to do, I don't know if it's indicative of necessarily a high IQ. It's maybe just having more of a very predatory instinct, ooh, this is the avenue, I'm gonna bite for it. I don't feel comfortable saying Candace Owens is smart. I'll say she's clever. She's clever. High IQ.
She's terribly smart.
Terribly smart.
There's so many gaffes that would be so easy for her to dodge.
I'm having my partner bring my phrenology tools up so we can.
Yes, finally, let's measure that skull.
Fuck. Oh God, that's a good idea. No, but I mean, her Hitler gaff, right? That's a pretty low IQ fucking gaff.
Is it?
It's yeah. I mean, it's pretty.
Feels
easy.
but
I
that
would
was my
never
favorite
have a
thing.
gaff like that. But her being very clever at her job, to me, it sounds like she's got a really good publicist.
Well, you never know with these people, right? It's like with media personalities. You don't know who's writing the songs or encouraging them to do this or that. With these big, corporate online demagogues, you have no fucking idea how much of this is independent, you know?
Right.
Even with people, I think Ben Shapiro is pretty independent because I don't think anyone would ever direct him to be that fucking dorky.
Did you call him independent?
Independent. Independent. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty much all on him. You know, I feel like that's his battle. But then you have people like Steven Crowder, for example. I don't think Steven Crowder believes a fucking
That guy
thing
from
he
Arthur?
says. That guy from Arthur, yeah. Known
I can guarantee
Pinky
you
in
he
the
doesn't
Brain.
believe it.
Yeah, voice actor. Yeah, that dude's got a little tablet in front of him where he has all of his talking points that are beamed straight to him from fucking, big gas, big oil HQ.
Well, he himself doesn't believe the most of the shit that he says anyway. I was on his show. I talked to him off the air a little bit, and Steven Crowder off the air is a totally different person than Steven Crowder on the air. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. There's long running rumors.
He's marketed, right?
Right. There's long running rumors of him apologizing to trans people that have been on his show, after they appear, and him profusely apologizing and saying, "Look, I have to say this is part of my job."
So he's a coward.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
If you're gonna say that on air, at least off air, be like, "Hey, yeah, sorry about your fucking feelings. Die." At least be that way off camera, but off camera, oh, I'm so sorry. I had to be a mean boy in front of everybody.
They all know.
Once again, Bill's hardline: no apologizing to trans people.
Well, you know
they
me.
literally all do this shit. Blair White said that Richard Spencer was up in her DMs because apparently he's a chaser. I've heard people accuse Steven Crowder of being into or being like poly-bi. Or I know conservative personalities have made jokes about him being way the fuck more fluid with his gender and with his sexuality than he talks about. The thing is, all these conservative people, whether they know they're talking out of their ass or not, don't actually want to live in the world they're building for other people.
Yeah.
Nobody actually wants to live in a world as repressive and cruel as what they're trying to build. So they know they have the money to sneak around to do whatever the fuck they want in the meantime.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, Crowder doesn't believe it. Candace Owens probably doesn't like Ann Coulter doesn't believe a thing she says. That's just like that's their brand. That's just what they do.
It's when
Alex Jones had a fucking trans porn video.
Alex Jones is trans. Not a lot of people talk about that.
Yeah. Alex Jones is trans.
Yeah.
I believe it. Absolutely.
If you take one thing away from this podcast, let it be that.
Who's the trans porn star? It's like Buck something.
Buck Angel.
Buck Angel. Yeah, Buck Angel and Alex Jones do have a lot of similarities.
Right?
We put them side by side.
Pretty similar.
Have you ever seen them in the same place at the same time?
Yeah, they were sharing a dick together.
Just saying, connect the dots, people.
They were going family style on a BBC. Is that okay? Is that? You know what? I'm starting to think the AAVE thing is okay.
You've come around on it?
I'm trying to think of all the different abbreviations I can come up with.
Hey guys, I've come around on jive.
To try to think that fact. Fuck me. This is an acceptable conspiracy theory. However, if Alex Jones and Buck Angel are indeed one and the same, that does mean that the cancellations of ContraPoints for including Buck Angel in one of our videos as a voiceover is a little bit more legitimate, which is unfortunate.
True.
Yeah. Buck Angel's got WAP, right?
Okay. Look, I'm gonna bypass that whole one.
Answer the question.
I'm gonna bypass that whole one and just say, like, so what? One of the things though that I struggle with quite a bit is when I was like getting into the gay scene, quote unquote, when we had very, very different terminology for people who were at the time, we called them pre-op transsexuals, post-op transsexuals. We called them all sorts of different things in the gay community at the time.
We used to call them
like well, but like early 2000s and whatnot, these are like the kind of terminology that we were using, and everybody's trying to like find themselves in these types of communities. Buck Angel was actually seen as a trans hero.
I can see that.
Hero.
Yeah,
right. Like I feel sometimes I feel bad because I think that as much as like Buck Angel is wrong, that not enough people have the patience to really understand why Buck Angel feels the way that Buck Angel does. You know, like I don't know. I feel bad that people like they hammer him really bad on this shit.
Well, to be fair, he said some pretty dumb stuff on Twitter too.
What did he say?
True.
Fuck. I would have to go back. I don't want to make any spurious accusations, but
Why
I
are we
remember.
paying
I remember
attention
him.
to what porn stars say on Twitter.
He makes a lot of comments that are kind of in the vein of like, this is why people don't take trans people seriously. It's because of non-binary people or something like that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Which is like a really common, because Blair White does the exact same thing too. Which is why I'm surprised Blair White hasn't had Buck Angel on her program at any point, because I feel like they could do a whole thing together.
Is there a program called the Blair White Project?
Not to my knowledge.
It should be. I think like as much as maybe the talking points are kind of similar, I don't think they have the same kind of energy. I don't know. It just
Blair White is incredibly self-hating and projects it outward. I think that I honestly think that Buck Angel is just a massive boomer, and that his boomerism kind of hurts other people sometimes. Right. I think that people do mishandle how they talk about him though. When they treat him like he's an active like villain trying to hurt NB people or whatever, that's probably not like an effective framing, you know?
Right. Yeah, and that's like I guess that's kind of like the main thing, because we always have to deal with these types of the psychology of fame, the psychology of groups, and that kind of shit. And like being vicious to Buck Angel kind of reinforces Buck Angel's very wrong belief system. Hey, whose fault is that? Buck Angel's, of course. but still, like, I don't know. I just, as somebody who looked up to Buck, like, I don't know, 15, 18 years ago.
Someone
like
who
that.
has seen everything Buck has ever done.
I wouldn't go
wasn't
that
even
far.
alive
But
back
probably quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, that's cool. I appreciate that. That's good
So,
perspective.
shifting gears a little bit. So, Vaush, you're casting the vote for Biden in November, right?
I am. I'm proudly. I'm going right up there, licking the doorknobs on the way in, and then
Gotta
I'm
lick
throwing
them,
the vote.
guys. You gotta lick those doorknobs.
You do.
Yeah. So, what do you think his chances are? Like, do you think he's probably going to win?
The most likely thing that's going to happen right now is that on the election day, Trump will win because it takes a little bit of time for all the mail-in ballots to be counted, and far more mail-in ballots are going to be from Democrats than Republicans.
Ooh, yeah, that's interesting.
So what I'm worried is going to happen, and people have written articles on this, they're very scary, is that Trump is going to win election day, even though everyone who knows what they're talking about knows that doesn't actually mean the votes are finished being counted. He's going to declare victory,
And
thank God, say the Democrats cheated, but they still couldn't win, and then Fox News 2 days later, some judges are saying actually Trump lost. OAS losing their minds. Steven Crowder videos, Ben Shapiro videos. What's happening? Trump won. What's happening right now? The courts are saying Biden's winning. Actually, what are they doing? They're stealing the election. Antifa and Biden are working together. And what it is they're counting the fucking mail-in votes. And what is probably going to happen there is Trump's going to use it as a way of legitimizing his attempt to question the Democrats, fair play, and there will be violence in the streets, and a few people are going to die, and that'll make a media spectacle. And I'm almost certain that's going to happen.
I do see that happening too.
What are the chances we have Proud Boys running around tampering with mail on
You
election
fucking
day?
kidding? Why would you? Who would bet against that?
Are they going to do that? Are the Proud Boys going to be naughty?
Are you giving on that bet?
I'm saying, do we have to dress up as Antifas and guard our mailboxes this election years?
I suggest you do that 100%.
I'll do
yes,
it. I'll be Antifa Snorlax if I have to be.
Yes. Just so everybody knows too, like after I got my last Twitter yeeted, you can now find me at Antifa Complains. I'm the official Antifa complaint department. So when all this starts going like sideways, you know who to come and like send all your rage to.
This is low IQ. You need to dress up as a Proud Boy and guard your mailbox. You kidding me? Just be like, yep, going right to Trump. No
I dress
worries.
up as a Proud
This
Boy
here's
every
my
day.
Freedom box.
I dress up as a Proud Boy every day. I was supposed to go to Hawaii before COVID hit. I have all these Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, he had
I
a whole
didn't know
bunch of
that.
Hawaiian shirts.
I got 2 Trump ballots here.
Yeah, me and my dog are both voting for Trump.
Yeah. Also, everyone, make sure you vote twice just to be certain.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see the debate coming up. Just partially because it's going to be kind of a weird format compared to how they've done it in the past because of COVID.
I just really hope Biden can hold his own.
But then Biden is a bumbling fool off the cuff. He's not very sharp and quick on his feet. So
I hope he's got someone real good in his ear.
Energy lately too, though. Like Trump has been during the RNC, Trump has been incredibly boring, incredibly low energy. So I wonder if the horse stimulants are finally starting to wear off.
He ran out of
He's building up
Sudafed.
too much tolerance.
He ran out of Sudafed.
And wasn't there that
too many strokes?
There was like that press conference on the White House, in front of the White House, I think it was, and he just starts wandering aimlessly instead of going to his helicopter or his jet or whatever.
He wasn't sure where the helicopter was. Leave him alone. It could happen to anyone.
Is he losing his chutzpah?
His moxie?
His moxie.
Dude, he's ancient. He's ancient and he's obese and he eats fast food for every meal, and we know he doesn't listen to his doctors. The fact that he's still alive is a legitimate fucking miracle.
It's a testament to something. I'm not sure what, but he also has, bar none, the worst posture I've ever seen.
Oh my God!
But
dude.
it's not fair.
He's like 45 degrees forward.
It's not fair.
Not like someone with osteoporosis. He's just on a full diagonal.
It's not fair to pick on.
100% day one of standing school. Always day one of standing school. Anytime there's a full body picture of this guy, he looks like he's trying to do a fucking cosplay of the face eater. Like he's he's like hunched, like his shoulders, like, but it's like every time, you know.
It's got that
I don't
Michael
know how he's
Jackson
alive.
lean, man.
Yeah.
That crazy. Yeah.
It's not fair to pick on his age and obesity. He's not like the other elders like Pelosi and Biden. He doesn't get adrenochrome.
No, because he's the one that's in there taking it down from the
Yeah,
inside.
that's the
trying to stop
only
everything,
reason he
right?
looks like an old
That's
man should look,
So if
fat
he, if
and
he
lazy.
had if he had the adrenochrome like all the other
Yeah.
corrupt politicians,
If he had the
then
adrenochrome like Joe
he'd be
Biden,
straight
he would
there.
look like old Captain America right now.
Well, there's two.
Gotcha.
There's two kind of old politicians. You know, there are the kind that eat whatever the fuck they want and live through spite, and then there are the people who live to 106 because they eat one lettuce leaf a day and like 68 pills. With
Is that
every,
Jimmy Carter, the second
with every
version?
bowel
I hope
movement.
Jimmy Carter doesn't do
the second one's
adrenochrome.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter had brain cancer and it went away.
Yeah, he just
How does
willed
that
it away.
That's
Jimmy Carter is fucking
Respect.
badass, dude. For everything, for every
He
in
thought it
every-
away. He debated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in every way that he was like a terrible president, he's just a fucking badass human being. I love Jimmy Carter.
Yeah,
dude.
like
me too.
post presidency Carter, pretty sweet.
yeah, yeah.
He's atoning. He's atoning. Jimmy Carter is, to me, is like is like what happens if you put like an idealistic progressive in the White House and they didn't know going in that being the president means you still have to be a terrible fucking person. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he goes,
Right.
he's like, oh God. And then he gets out of there, you know, and it's like, all right, I'm going to spend the next 50 years atoning for this.
I'm building
And he
houses
has.
for poor
Jimmy's
people.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter's great, dude. His brother Billy, even better, alcoholic. I love him. I love Billy's.
Alcoholic?
I love alcoholics. And
So you
Billy's.
like Trump's older brother too then, because he was an alcoholic.
He died though, right?
Yeah, he died.
I don't like
Died of
people.
COVID.
Because he was too good at being an
Yeah,
alcoholic.
I don't like
Died.
alcoholics that died
Both
alcoholism.
Trump had two brothers and they both died. And then his sister, you know, is in all those secret recordings talking shit about him.
Damn.
Yeah.
No
Wasn't
wonder
it
Trump's
Jimmy
so
Carter's. It was like Jimmy Carter's sister who converted Larry Flint to Catholicism or some shit like that.
What?
Really?
Jimmy Carter
Yeah.
isn't Catholic though.
I don't know. It was like some like evangelical.
Wait, Jimmy
Christian
Carter
fucking
is a
thing.
Catholic? I
No,
thought
he's
Jimmy
not.
was the only.
Yeah,
No, he's
yeah.
not a
not.
Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was not.
No, it was like a sister or something like that who converted Larry Flint into like hardcore evangelism or some shit like that.
Huh.
I was just watching The People versus Larry Flint like 3 days ago, so I don't know, weird.
I like how it was a scandal. There was a Catholic in the White House. Like, oh, that's not the right kind of Christian.
Yeah, and he had to do a speech letting everyone know that he wouldn't take orders from the Vatican because people were that
Yeah.
freaked out about
I
it.
mean,
JFK?
that was a
That,
concern.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Actually, that actually totally makes sense. You know, I mean, like that's one of the reasons why people were like, no, we can't have Mitt Romney come in. Is because it's assumed that if you are an adherent to the Mormon faith, you will take
Yeah, he did it.
your marching orders from the faith, from
From
faith.
Joseph Smith.
I mean, well, I don't know a lot lot about Mormonism. Do they have like some avatar of Joseph Smith, some little boy that they
No.
like implant his fucking
Probably they
consciousness
probably
into?
got baby
He like
Joseph Smith.
sprouts tentacles. or some
That's
shit.
actually
Like-
one of the reasons why I'm so excited by the Trump presidency, our first atheist president, because there was no fucking way Trump has ever given a single shit about the existence of
Maybe
a god.
you didn't
Exactly.
see the picture of him holding the Bible up outside the church across the street from the White House. That man
Did you
is a
see that
Christian.
news segment where he was like, "Yeah, I love the Bible. It's my favorite book."
Oh.
And they're like, "What is your favorite passage?" And he's like, "Well, I don't. There are so many. There are so many passages. I know I could never tell." And they asked like 20 times, like any passage. Just give us some passage from this
See,
book.
He's like
I
Austin
legit-
316.
For whatever reason, that's amazing. I was thinking about this very thing yesterday and how much that fucking reporter dropped the ball. Because it seems like the reporter like got him pretty good. But the only question that reporter needed to ask after it was clear he didn't know shit was not what's your favorite, because then he can say, I love them all. Ask
Right.
him, name one book of the Bible, Mr. President. Name one. And he fucking couldn't. But they didn't ask. I was thinking
played
about that
Binding of
yesterday. I
Isaac,
don't know
so
why.
I know at least a few of them. But he's not into the indie game scene. He's not an Edward McMillan fan, so he wouldn't have that edge.
Corinthians, that's a good one. Numbers,
Big fan of numbers. Big fan.
numbers,
huge.
love numbers.
You'll never find a bigger fan of numbers than me.
I recently,
I love numbers.
I recently watched a documentary about Trump, and his grandfather died of the Spanish flu, which is crazy to think
It's pretty
about.
funny.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
really?
Yes.
Wait, that was 100 years ago.
Yes.
I guess that
I mean,
works.
Trump
yeah.
is like
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah,
100 years old himself.
Yeah.
his grandfather came to the U.S. from Germany, and he first settled on the West Coast, and he actually opened up some hotels and that were basically brothels.
Nice.
And he tried to go back to Germany, and if they would have let him back in, President Trump would have never been born. But they wouldn't let him back in. He revoked his citizenship because he didn't do his conscription service to the military. So they sent him back, and then he settled in New York, and that's where he met Trump's mom or Trump's grandmother, and settled down there. And then he died in his 40s. But it was after Trump's father was born. So
I love that
and
Trumps
the
have a
legend
proud
was born.
history of
Yep.
not serving in the military.
That's right.
My grandfather was actually a commander in the Navy. He's got a pretty healthy pension.
That's cool.
These days. Yeah, I think that's one under captain. I don't know the fucking ranks, but yeah,
But fairly high up.
yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. Yeah, I mean he's like a Trump voter, so I don't think he knows
Your
what I do.
military grandfather is a Trump voter?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, in Florida too.
Oh.
I don't think
Crazier
he knows
and
what my
crazier.
job is. I think he just knows I do an online show. I think he thinks it's about video games.
He probably thinks you're an e-girl.
Oh.
You know what? I'll fucking take it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, man.
Absolutely.
I just recently got my inheritance from my my maternal grandfather. I haven't had it for a while because my dad was hanging on to it, and then he finally moved out of his house. I got finally a Nazi officer's dagger that my grandpa ripped off the corpse of a dude that he shot in fucking France. It's crazy.
Wow.
Mhm.
Shit.
I got a full Nazi SS uniform that my grandfather wore.
That's amazing. Wow.
It's not true.
If we swap, one of us could go in full cosplay.
Ooh. It's true.
You don't get war trophies like that anymore. Nowadays, it's here's the rock that the Afghanistanian child was about to throw at me. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the sand we push someone's face into.
Here's the sandal of that child I murdered out of cold
Yeah.
blood.
You know what?
Yeah.
Here's the
listen,
sandwich
hey.
the child was eating when I sent the drones in to obliterate it.
What was it
I
that?
took a picture of my console window right as the drone strike went off. Check it out. And it's just grainy pixels.
Here's the bride and groom from the wedding cake of
Yeah.
the wedding that we drone bombed.
My grandkids are going to get a fat blanket.
Thanks, Obama.
This was Grandpa's fat blanket. I don't know how he got any cum off of that to make us, but we're probably adopted.
What was it that Creamsicle said in their Streamlabs? They said something.
They wanted to take over for Jeff if Jeff didn't come on the show.
Okay. Yeah, Creamsicle was excited.
Yeah, super
Back in your
excited.
box, Creamsicle. Back in your box, Pupper. Back in the crate.
Back in the cage. Get in the cage.
Back
I
in the
sent
crate. You're gonna
I
get
sent
a
you a
spank.
picture in Discord, Ben. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
I feel like this is one of the most interesting T-shirts I've ever seen. I don't know.
Oh, what does it mean?
I don't know what it means. The
Dude,
gentleman
that's
wearing
base.
it.
That's a good shirt right there. That makes me
good
feel
shirt.
feelings.
Because you don't know what to be mad at. Oh, I love it.
Oh, wow.
So he's saying they make America great again?
I think he's saying he's a MAGA guy that supports Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
it's so
we can't-
confusing.
I love that Venn diagram, by the way.
Every black guy we kill is another potential Trump voter alienated. This guy's an idealist for Trump.
Oh, I love that.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, I don't know. I just saw this picture and this gentleman, and I'm like, he needs to be talked about. We need to tell his story. You know?
Did you see that rally where there were a bunch of old white people wearing black voters for Trump wandering around?
Oh, yeah.
That's a
yeah.
good shirt. Because that shirt massively changes meaning depending on who's wearing it. If I wore that
Yes,
shirt in
it
my day-to-day, I feel like that's a left-wing shirt. You know what I mean? That's like me making fun of them. That's some deep satire, okay? But when they're wearing it, it is deeply, deeply funny, but it is not satire.
Jesus Christ.
I also like all Black Lives Matter. Because no one's real sure what to do with that
Sure,
one.
yeah, sure.
But isn't that
Well,
inclusive? Isn't that inclusive of the trans community? Is that why that one exists? Or
It's better than the one they left in the cutting room floor, the Black All Lives Matter, which was confusing. The message was mixed.
There was that one black woman that was running in Baltimore as a Republican. She said all Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Oh, she did. Maybe that's where I remember it from.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is
That
an
was
I can't actually be mad at that message because it sounds positive, but
I'm not mad. No.
A few years back when Black Lives was brand new, I went to Trader Joe's and I thought they had a big Black Lives sign above like the entryway. I was like, oh shit, and I looked closer, it just said Black Olives.
Oh, I'm being informed the woman who said that is the woman who I got canceled over a week ago.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you saw that on your Twitter feeds.
Give us a synopsis. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I was watching the RNC and there was a black lady running for Congress.
I thought you got canceled because you weren't sure what the N in RNC stood for.
I
got Jeff.
I ineloquently phrased my criticisms of the tokenization of black people for Republican talking points. Totally honest mistake. It happened to anyone. But yeah, anyway, that woman called me out on Twitter and got like fucking 20,000 likes on it. So,
wow.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we watched her campaign commercial. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it was good.
She's just walking through the most rundown neighborhood in Baltimore, being like, "This is what you get with Democrats." Is basically what she's doing, and doing the like Democrats
definitely fix Black Baltimore,
and doing like Democrats are the real racist thing, you know.
Yeah. It's such a correlation causation thing. The reason these cities are Democrat run is because they tend to have a large black population. Black people tend to be poor. Poor black people tend to vote Democrat. So they end up being Democrat run cities. But Democrats don't fix the problems of black America much better than Republicans do. They do a little better, but not by much.
Just slightly better.
Yeah.
They're not good.
We don't listen. If Republicans want to say black people, I'm sorry. If Republicans want to say that Democrats have done a terrible job with black people and healing like black communities, fine, totally. But don't imply you do a better job. Republicans are like, what would we do to fix these communities? Well, we'd emphasize hard work by getting rid of welfare, and that's it. That's the only way to do it.
Fix the community by destroying welfare.
Holy
Trump
shit.
did.
As opposed to the fucking Democrats who just destroy welfare and just say, well, we need more. Well, but they never actually do anything to help improve it at all. It's the same thing.
Black unemployment was at historic lows a year ago.
Trump did help push through the First Step Act, right? Like that's pretty good for I think all Americans, but especially those that are mostly incarcerated, being black people at what 50% of incarceration.
Hold on, let me check.
Phil, you don't get to say anything real after Black Olives. Your time finished after Black Olives.
What?
Criminal justice outcomes reduce the size of the federal prison population. Yeah. I mean, credit where credit's due. Yeah, it was bipartisan legislation though, so that would just be Trump signing in. Yeah. But not exactly a campaign mission on his part.
Well,
I thought that was kind of like the cornerstone of his campaign.
Yes,
no?
that was 2016 step act. You know,
it is nice to see some of that moving forward. I'm not crediting Trump for it, but the Republicans can say
lock her up,
the
and
Republicans
then make
can say
sure
that,
she gets fair treatment in the criminal justice system. Right?
That was the whole chant. See, a lot of people only listen to the first half of the chant. It's a real American history X situation.
Whoa! You had me on arresting Hillary Clinton. Okay, so you don't need to go any farther than that. Keep me excited.
Yeah.
Arresting Hillary Clinton. It never happened though. There was not even
we didn't get her.
I mean, there wasn't even. That was something he promised just live off the cuff at a debate, and it wasn't even an attempt.
You're thinking Bin Laden,
pretty
Scott.
boss move. Respect.
We got Bin Laden.
Not only am I going to win this goddamn election, which I don't even want to, I'm going to arrest this bitch. How about that?
Yeah.
He's in the same fucking club as Hillary Clinton. Like, what the fuck? Does anybody think that he's going to try and he's actually going to try and arrest Hillary Clinton? They
were friends. For years before any of this.
All of this was a Democrat. All of this is performative. None of this is fucking real. It's all performative This is all just a bunch of bullshit to like sway people one way or the other, to hypnotize people into not actually thinking about things that are fucking real. That's how it always actually plays out.
I'm being told that Trump actually underfunded the First Step Act by 80%. He only gave
really?
14 million to the
Imagine my fucking shock. Wow. But
yeah,
I mean,
with the Clinton-Trump thing, like they were sharing 12-year-olds on Epstein's Island. Like
that's
back
what
in
I'm
the
saying. That's
90s.
what...
Like they don't fucking. They're not going to fucking.
Clinton got more of the share. To be fair,
And
Well,
I
the
don't
Clinton
think Trump was sharing because he was like, Ivanka's mine.
Ew. Come on.
If she wasn't my daughter, I'd definitely be fucking her right now. I'd be having sex with my daughter right now. This one right here. If she wasn't my daughter, I'd fuck
thing.
Yeah, we just had the Bin Laden's nieces supporting Trump.
Yeah, she's a QAnon conspiracy
She's a QAnon.
theorist.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. So,
will she also become a congresswoman?
Trump's got the support of North Korea, Russia, now Bin Laden's family. He's
Bolsonaro as well.
He's doing good. Yeah.
Dude, if Assad endorses Trump, dude, holy shit. This is the epic fucking turnaround, okay? So a bunch of tankies actually think Trump is better than Biden because they believe Biden is more likely to engage in like overseas militarism. So if Assad agrees with them and then endorses Trump, we get the ultimate fucking turnaround.
We have communists voting communists for Trump.
Yeah, communists for Trump, like the Tulsi Krats will be like waving red flags as they with their MAGA hats, you know?
That's
we get the
delight.
ultimate horseshoe. I'm waiting.
You're like, hey, the hats are red. We're already good.
Which niece? Osama bin Laden had like so many fucking brothers and sisters, so many fucking children. Like holy shit.
Bin Laden's father had a ton, had a harem. So
yeah, yeah. No, he had like literally dozens and dozens of fucking children, and then Bin Laden himself, I think, had over 20 kids or something like that.
I mean, did
and
you
then
see
like
him? That guy fucked.
He fucked.
Wasn't he like 6'7"?
Dude, yeah. He's huge. He's a fucking giant.
Yeah. He's got that big old fucking voodoo terrorist dick. Look, I
want to see Bin Laden wrestle Abraham Lincoln. Can we get a time machine? Can that be the main event of the next Bill and Ted movie?
All I'm saying is like
Osama found with hentai in his computer.
Oh God.
Probably, yeah. All I'm saying is that like the Bin Laden bloodline is so massively stretched out that you could probably find a political opinion that matches with yours if you just look long enough. Like, Charles Bin Laden. He's like super
Charlie.
He's super into DS9 and playing mini golf. Like, oh, that's my Bin Laden. That's my Bin Laden. All right, cool.
Yeah. Josephine Bin Laden operates like a craft brewery.
She has an Etsy.
in fucking Portugal, and is waiting for Lula to come back. You know.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone, go out and find your Bin Laden. There's one for everyone.
That's like, you know, when you Google your name, the hedgehog, and you get like the it's like that. Your name, Bin Laden, and you somewhere in the world, you know.
I dig this. I like this a lot. Somebody needs to make this fucking like BuzzFeed quiz or something. Like, which Bin Laden are you?
That's good. That's good though.
Yeah. I personally, I like the death metal Bin Laden dude. It looks like Serge Tarkanian or whatever.
Serge
I'm sophisticated Bin Laden.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Are you Julian Bin Laden?
Yes.
Could you imagine going to all that trouble?
Wagyu beef.
Wagyu beef Bin Laden?
Yes.
You go to all that trouble to find your Bin Laden and it turns out they were killed in a drone raid? Wouldn't that be heartbreaking?
Do you think the reason they killed Bin Laden and dumped his body in the ocean without pictures is because in addition to the hentai in his computer, they found like the trans knee socks, and they concluded he was a femboy and they didn't want to break the image of like the scary terrorist, you know?
That makes sense.
Wait a minute, a femboy did 9/11?
Wait,
is it really that much of a stretch?
Yeah, is that a stretch to you that that a femboy would do 9/11?
Come on.
Nah, it tracks. It tracks.
Yeah.
Have you seen them take a fucking bad dragon dildo? If they could do that, they could do a lot of crazy shit, man. All right, listen.
I've
seen some
crazy.
shit.
Is there
Chance XL?
Does Bad Dragon make a 747 dildo that you could just fly into your ass?
They should.
Well, the wings would complicate things. But
complicate.
I'm sure there's a way.
But it's not
Just
Mission
fuselage-
Impossible.
Just the fuselage that went into the Pentagon, yes, they do make that.
Okay.
That's the base to keep it from going all the way in.
Jeff,
Like,
you
a
good?
good anal, everyone knows a good anal toy has to have a flared base, so it doesn't go all the way in and get stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. And it
Tomorrow's
has-
tomorrow is 9/11, guys.
It ejaculates jet fuel. Oh yeah, I forgot.
What's everyone doing for 9/11?
I'm saving my
Doing a
big
party?
celebration for the 20th anniversary, so nothing too much.
That'll be a big one next year.
We're gonna
I'm just doing my standard-
we're gonna do a
I'm just doing
private
my
show
standard
tomorrow.
playing.
I'm already really canceled, so I'm going to I'm gonna keep quiet this 9/11. I'm gonna see what I can do.
You're
Save
just
it
going to
for next
do
year.
your standard playing 2 games of Jenga at the same time?
I mean, honestly, though, the body count from COVID is way bigger than 9/11. It's almost like,
way big.
yeah. So I
It's
feel
such a fucking squad
And what's
W
interesting is that both are
hypocrisy.
fake.
It's
I mean, the thing with 9/11 is, wow, those words. Look,
Well, it is interesting the amount of money that transferred into other people's hands during 9/11 and COVID. Like if you follow the money, follow the money. What?
Wait, where is it? Wait, does it end up in Israel or in the White House?
I'm
Where-
just
where-
saying
It's
a lot
everywhere.
of people
Bezos.
were able to go home the morning of 9/11 and the morning of COVID, and it's the same people.
Everybody got to stay home for COVID though. We're all privileged.
Dude, don't show up to school tomorrow. I'm gonna do a COVID.
God damn it. Yeah, that's one cool thing about COVID. I haven't heard about a school shooting in a long time.
Yeah, because you don't need to. They're dying anyway. Dude, you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
you don't
COVID's
fucking
the
have to.
ultimate
Why,
school shooter.
yeah,
Shit.
why risk a shootout with cops when you can achieve the same effect by licking a doorknob and a week later going on a coughing spree during the in-between period?
Oh.
You get exactly the same outcome, and it's not a felony.
Oh no.
Wait, somebody in chat just said no one is in school though. You are an American, right? You can't be
American.
American.
yeah, there are
People are
plenty
in
of
school.
people in school right now.
Here in the Northwest, they're not putting kids into school, but I know in the South they are.
just to cover my own ass before somebody clips it horribly out of context, I was just saying it's amazing how, as small as it could have been, that 9/11 touched so many people's lives. That's all I was gonna say. So nobody can cancel me for that.
9/11 was great. Jeff Holiday, clip it, print it.
How long?
I'm just glad 9/11 helped us appreciate what it means to be an American.
Oh my God, dude! 9/11 destroyed this country. Totally.
This
destroyed
country is fucked.
9/11
Dude,
made me love
fuck-
country music.
Dude, fuck 9/11. I can't believe Republicans for 20 fucking years have held that shit over our heads. 9/11, 3000, whatever. By
Right.
the way, under Republican presidency. And now we get COVID, again, under Republican presidency. 1/5 of a million people dead. Possibly millions with lifelong debilitating heart and brain conditions. And
Sure.
we get, and all I hear from them is, well, if Hillary Clinton was president, it'd be like 2 billion or something. I don't know. Dude, if Hillary Clinton was president, this is the only fucking time I'll ever defend her. If Hillary Clinton was president, 15,000 people would have died from COVID-19. The Republicans would have never mentioned another thing again for the rest of our fucking presidency. The RNC would have been banners embossed with the names of every person who died from COVID-19 with Hillary Clinton fucking holographically superimposed over it.
The Republicans are so much better at politics than the Democrats.
So
It's
much-
crazy. It's crazy
They really are.
how stacked the deck is.
Yeah, it's interesting to get the Canadian perspective since it really is just entertainment for you. It doesn't affect you pretty much.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
theater, and we love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get
Sorry,
envious
yeah.
of Canadians with their, healthcare and shit.
Oh,
I mean, he's not
that was
wrong,
going to happen either way. Biden's on his way in saying, "Oh no, we can't do that. We can't do that."
Oh,
We
no,
can't-
yeah,
we
yeah.
can't do
I don't think
healthcare."
Biden's going to do it.
Yeah.
No.
No, Biden was like, we can't do universal health care because we have to give more money to the police.
The only reason I'm hoping for Biden to win over Trump
If
is
you arrest the virus, you don't need to get some help.
That's right.
I'm hoping for Biden to win over Trump because, for one thing, I'm tired of hearing Trump talk. I'm just tired of him. I want him to
So
go
you
away.
didn't listen to those tapes?
And then also, Also, Supreme Court stuff, I think Biden will handle that a lot better.
Of course, I think that.
Did you see Trump's list? He has a list of people.
I think
that he
Biden's
wants.
going to actually put a cabinet in that will work for like not corporate interest, which would be, well, I mean, not directly.
Well,
he's
maybe
gonna.
less,
It's going to be
but
performative for the
I
people.
think Biden would have a better cabinet than Trump. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a smarter cabinet working for corporate interest.
Oh, pretty high bar there you got.
Yeah, it's not just going to be some stool pigeon coming in being like, look this way. Distraction. I don't know. I think that Andrew Yang needs to give us all $1,000, and I think Biden's the best way to make that happen still.
Yeah, we're listen, Yang can still win, okay? We're looking what we're looking
Yang's
for,
got
okay?
this.
Listen,
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, COVID-19, done.
Thank you.
Yang,
Thank you.
quick replacement. Biden, obviously going to die during his first term.
100%.
Yang gang, 2020, big money.
Thank you.
1K, 2K, 3K bucks. Let's do it.
Everybody gets $1 million and a Gundam. That's
That was
the Yang
Kanye.
promise.
That was Kanye. Kanye said everybody should get $1 million, and they laughed at him.
Yeah, because that's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
If everyone had $1 million, the value of $1 would
He
fall
said
so
that-
hard.
Yeah, but you'd have 1 million
Yeah, but
of
then
them.
we'd
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
$1
oh, then I have more than I have now.
But what we're laughing at, we laughed at Kanye there, but his response to what he said that for was what we really should have been listening to. He was saying, we got to stop abortions. They're like, why would you make abortion illegal? And he said, oh, I don't want to make abortion illegal. It shouldn't be illegal. We have to give people enough money where they don't have to choose between living and having a life brought into this world. And he said, I'd make everybody a millionaire. He threw a number out there. And that's the real discussion right there. But we don't,
What
we
if I
don't look
love
at that.
getting abortions?
Well, I'm saying we should. That's
does
why.
that
That's why
leave
they're
me?
not illegal.
The abortion addict.
If you want to become an abortion addict, Kanye's down for that. But he also wants to make you a millionaire. That's one good thing
guess
about
what?
Kanye.
I'm in Yeezy.
Wait, is Yeezy a anti-vaxxer or no?
Oh, he seems like he would be.
Probably. I don't know his stance on that, but he was like, he's anti-abortion, but he's not about making abortion illegal. He's about making people be able to afford to have fucking kids, and that's the conversation you have to have.
He's also fully schizophrenic, so let's keep that on the table.
Do you ever worry that this country is irreparably fucked, and at this point there's literally nothing we can do to even steer it in the right direction, and the best thing we can do is get all the good people to leave this country and let them fight it all out in a Thunderdome while we secretly plot our revenge from outside?
You know,
Where do we
you
go?
know who tried to do
Inside
that?
my head.
Canada has plenty of room. Don't be fucking
They're not
greedy.
going to take us. They're
Have
not
you-
gonna-
Gotta go. You look. We do have a ton. Have you seen how big Canada is? And almost nobody lives there.
There's
But
so much-
you
yeah,
do
nobody
have to
wants
go.
to live in Canada.
You
You'll
do have
be
to go
taking
pretty far
us.
north.
Did you
can't
see?
live by the border.
Do we have to live in Yellowknife?
You can go to Yellowknife.
Okay.
Did you see Ghislaine Maxwell trying to sell the underwater submarine community just for that idea that you make an underwater submarine community in international waters full of like the brightest?
I wonder why Ghislaine Maxwell would want to be in international waters.
Wait, is that the plot of BioShock? Wait,
You would
want to get
think.
the best and brightest to the ocean floor so you can what?
That's literally what Ghislaine Maxwell was trying to do.
Listen, dude, BioShock was satire in the wrong direction. It was supposed to be a satire of Randian economics, but what it actually is a failed satire of like uber wealthy escapism fantasies. Because we know for a fucking fact that if we built an Atlantis where only the hyper wealthy, socially ostracized could go and live, it would just turn into fucking Epstein's Island again. We know that for a fact. There's no fucking
we've done
way.
it. We see what we get.
Yeah, there's no way these people be like, oh, now that I'm away from society, I'm going to build new inventions. No, they're gonna
Now
be
I'm
like,
gonna be
yeah, now the
chill."
cops aren't here. Yeah.
Wow.
no, but-
It's interesting
Nope.
the topics we just kind of stumble into here. I
Not
love
really.
this. I love this
It's
conversation.
not that interesting. We're sick.
Ghislaine Maxwell, okay? And Epstein is going to be a vogue topic for the next decade anyway.
Yeah, that's
Um,
very true. Anybody who's still alive that was in his books are like tertiarily attached to Epstein. That's gonna be like a stain that carries them for a long time. And what the fuck? Like, okay, hang on. Can I ask the question? Like, how is it to people who are hardcore MAGA Trump types? How do they reconcile the belief that Trump is fighting the Hollywood pedophile global elite, but he's also sending well wishes to the literal fucking like pimp for Epstein?
Well,
for
didn't
going
they
next-
say-
I think he's just so nice. He wishes everyone
They'll
well,
rationalize
regardless of
it.
their past
They could-
transgressions.
There could literally be like a 4K tape of Trump raping a child, and they would
Yeah.
go like, "Huh? Obviously,
To
he was
train
just
for the
trying
sweet
to.
walk.
He was just
Love
trying
you,
to,
Vaush.
to.
Tolerate you, Scott.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Wow, nice $75 donation. Wow. They would be like, it's all part of the plan. Clearly, he's just trying to lay low, go into deep cover while he's getting in further with the fucking satanic elites that run this country. They don't care. They will never care. They will never care.
But that's the thing that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like they're like, well, he's secret agent Trump, getting in there into the deep state, and like I bet this motherfucker needs help getting out of a fucking chair. He's an old piece of shit. He's riddled with stroke brain and shit. Like what?
Jeff, he's James Bond.
Oh,
You
my
don't
fucking
get
God.
it.
I like how Trump.
He's fat, old, racist James Bond.
It's
have
kind
you
of.
seen how he's drawn by all the conservative cartoon artists? These people think that when he takes off his massive, like 52 waist suit, there's a ripped,
Muscle.
yeah, like a sprinter's body underneath. So he can, like backflip off the catwalk and interrupt like the pedo satanic ritual cabal. With
I think
cool
this is
M9s.
why he actually flirts with the QAnon people and the conspiracy theory publicly. Is because it makes him look that way. It makes him a superhero.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an ego thing. He'll praise any group of people that likes him. If a group of literal neo-Nazis,
David Duke.
Yeah, and he couldn't even condemn the fucking Charlottesville people. If a group of people likes him, that's the only thing he needs to know. And if a group of people doesn't like him, they're evil, and he'll never, ever say anything.
And that also doesn't mean that he supports their viewpoint. Like, I don't think he supports white supremacists, but if white supremacists like him, that's all that matters to him, and he's in.
I don't know why
It's
you
attention.
liberals hate David Duke. He's been wearing masks long before it was fashionable.
True.
I don't think I don't think Trump is a Nazi, because being a Nazi means believing in something higher than yourself. You have to. There's a higher order to the race, to the people, to the country, to the Volk. Something like that.
Yeah.
Trump doesn't have enough integrity to be a Nazi.
He would never give a fuck about anything other than himself.
I don't think he'd hire
Nazis
Jared
like him.
Kirshner either if he was a Nazi, right?
Kushner or Kirshner?
Kushner, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Well, he would. It's nepotism.
Right. I don't know.
Why? What is
Choo-choo
because he's
tip
Jewish?
Yeah, he's Jewish.
Oh,
Nazis
he's one of
talk
the
about him
good
a lot.
ones.
Yeah.
He's one of the good.
Yeah.
Like Hitler.
No.
famously,
He's the bad. Anytime anything bad happens in the Trump administration, it's because Kushner fucked them
They
over.
blame
From
Jared. That's true. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, but Hitler famously had like that one Jewish doctor or something like that he protected all throughout the fucking Reich and shit. Like that's the thing that always drives me crazy. No. I don't remember what his fucking name was, but that's the thing that always drives me crazy is when people get these things like, oh, Asian people or Muslims can't be Nazis, blah blah. Have you ever actually met anybody who?
Well, I'm
is,
pretty
like,
sure the
trying-
Japanese allied with the Nazis, so
Yeah,
They did.
They literally were at. Yeah, fucking. You can go find pictures of Arab and black Nazis from.
Yes.
Yeah, from there. Of course you can.
Of
Dude,
course you can.
people have been doing this shit for fucking ever. Wait, here's the big cognitive dissonance, okay? Right? So what are one of the biggest cucks to like the far right people online? It's male feminists, right? How can they be a male feminist? You're not even a woman, but you're cucking your gender out for whatever sex cringe points or whatever. So they recognize that you cannot be a part of a group but still support the interests of that group, and then they're like, that guy can't be a Nazi. He's half Latino.
Right.
Male feminism is pretty much just camouflage for predators, though, right?
Absolutely.
I never call myself a feminist because it always feels like it goes down weird. I just say I'm a progressive, and I hope people interpret that correctly.
Yeah. I'm a male feminist.
I'm a female.
Just wait. Just let it hang. He's openly admitting he's a predator.
Okay.
That was the joke, yeah. That was the joke. Thank you, Vaush.
There you go. Just let it hang.
Thank you.
It has never actually come up in conversation, in casual conversation. If somebody's like, Jeff, are you a feminist? Nobody's ever asked me that.
No, me either. No, not even in college. No,
never.
Usually people
even like
this.
I've literally like sat in and watched people in like a faculty room strumming a guitar, like singing like Marxist poetry and shit, And nobody was like, "Hey, are you a feminist?" Like, nobody fucking cared. Nobody gave a
It
shit.
happens
you know?
though. I picked up this girl at a MAGA rally. Yeah, I picked up this girl at a MAGA rally, and she was like, "Hit me in the face, hit me in the fucking face." And I was like, "I'm not gonna hit you in the face." What are you, a fucking feminist? And I was like, "No, I don't know you well enough to hit you."
Wow.
Well, the conservatives will ask you if you're a feminist, but otherwise people mostly infer. I think most feminists or progressive people or whatever, I think they kind of secretly like being around people who don't necessarily agree with them, especially when they're in a group setting, you know? Because then they get a chance to like expose, you know, like share their values a little bit, you know? Like for example, if I met a new group of people, I met like a dozen new people, you know? And I'm like, I'm pretty far left. I'm like, hey, I'll talk about this or that. And I find out all these people are fucking Marxists. I'd be like, okay. Oh, cool. I'll go get a drink, I guess. You get it. You already get the gist of what I'm saying. But if I find out like half of them are like kind of lib and like one guy's even kind of like a MAGA hat or whatever, I have a lot more fun talking about that stuff. I feel like a lot of progressives IRL just aren't that uptight. But obviously on Twitter and Tumblr, there's like a pretty bad, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a gross dysfunction between like how you talk to a person in real life and how you talk to a person online. Like it's so grotesquely fucking different, you know.
Right.
But yeah, no,
you don't have to face them.
And it's a lot. Well, yeah. I mean, sure. But then like you get into this kind of like weird trope of like a lot of people tend to not speak in real life how they speak online. I don't. I do. So. I speak exactly the same way online as I do in real life. But I would agree that I think most progressive and lefty people do like the challenge. They do like the ability to try and like. Yeah. To try and like sway somebody, at least to like some degree. It's a challenge. It's something interesting. It's different, you know.
People on the right do the same thing, by the way, dude. Yeah. If you're in like a group of conservative people and you admit you're a Democrat or something like that, their eyes light up. Yeah. They don't like start screaming at you or anything. They're like, oh, you know, because they like the challenge. I think fundamentally, people get really excited when they have an opportunity in their mind to help people understand why they think the way they do. Because everyone is really privately frustrated that the world is going to shit, and it's because nobody understands the world the way they do. So getting the opportunity to reach out like that, it's a very human moment, you know? And I think that the motive, even if the underlying beliefs aren't the same, is the same for conservatives and progressives, that we both have an earnest and sincere desire to reach out. And I think that's a wonderful thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've made this argument for a very long time. I think that progressivism as a very basic philosophical concept is, I don't want to say completely universally ascribed to, but it is the majority of the population, especially in the Western world, most people are in some ways progressively minded. They just have very specifically different ways in which they consider these progressive ideas need to be adopted. Especially like conservatism usually tends to be rooted in very traditional ways. They want to be like, well, maybe we don't need to go quite that fast. Maybe we need to like slow it down a little bit. Whereas progressives have no need for pause. They're ready to just go.
PAWS?
That's right. Okay. But you can convince a hardcore MAGA, hardcore conservative, even a hardcore like dyed in the wool evangelical, you can convince them into being okay with gay marriage if you take enough time and you're very patient and you just try and talk with them in a language that they understand. You can convince them, almost anybody, into thinking that that's okay.
Well, for a lot of them, it takes personal experience. Like Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney is conservative as he is because he has a gay daughter, supports same-sex marriage and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it is possible. It's possible because these ideals supersede like the very basic tenets of how we're supposed to be aligning ourselves politically. They come along the lines of like just simply improving the universal benefit or the goodness of our species. But you know that's like the problem that we have with this is, one, politics is in the way, of course, and two, everybody's measuring their willingness to embrace it on levels of fear. And that's what I've always considered it.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I think that one of the most important things that we have to preserve is just a faith in the fundamental ability for people to communicate and to change our minds on issues when we communicate, and that the more that is attacked and the more that is undermined, both our perception of it and our actual ability to engage in it, the worse this planet's going to get, just irreparably. Right now, we're in a really bad state. Most people aren't really open to having their minds changed on stuff. Do you mind if I really... This is such an strangely sincere moment for this podcast. Do you mind if I really briefly jump to something else that frustrates me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Completely. I'm just seeing this on my Twitter feed right now because somebody linked it. Virgil Texas and Brianna Joy Gray have both started a new podcast, a news show, a panel show called Bad Faith Pod, and Virgil Texas has always been my favorite Chapo boy, but I am so worried, especially since one of the first guests they're having on is Greenwald, that this is just going to be another Bernie or bust diarrhea projectiles, vessel. And I'm not happy. I'm concerned.
Well, like, is your main concern ultimately the infighting between, well, the perceived concept of what the left is supposed to be, which includes leftists and progressives and liberals, that there's this infighting is going to tear it apart and fuck up the ability to defeat Trump?
I'm sure it's going to be a lovely podcast, and I think Virgil Texas is very smart. I say think the same thing of Brianna. Sometimes there's a tendency of online leftists, I think, to be more interested in smugly commenting on the downfall of the world than they are in earnestly trying to fix it. It's something I've noticed.
That's
the Chapo boys have
definitely
been doing.
an issue.
Yeah.
I've noticed the Chapo boys have been doing it more lately. I notice a lot of online outlets have started doing it much worse since Bernie. Guys, quit talking about the cum pledge. This isn't me fucking arguing with other leftists. Holy shit. This is not me breaking the cum pledge. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
This is such a mild... Yeah. Anyway, it just concerns me a little.
Follow-up question, cum pledge?
Yeah, simple. It's a pledge I took. It's made my life better. C. Come, C-U-M. C is don't argue with leftists online. U, get more sleep. M, don't get mad online. C-U-M, the cum pledge. I use it every day. We talk about it on stream.
C, come more. U, did I say come more? M, more come.
So
It's actually come with 2 M's. We don't talk about this often.
Oh.
And the final M
Secret
is
double M.
don't name search. And I don't bring that up because that one's on me. My chatters probably don't have to worry that much about what happens if they name search.
That's the best. That's the best acronym I've ever heard in my life. That's amazing. It's good. Damn.
So why did you have to make a pledge to avoid arguing with leftists? Was it just bad experiences?
Dude, I am the most easily, probably by like an exponential degree, the most controversial figure in the online left, and it is for one reason. Because I think that Bernie Sanders winning the presidency is superior to Donald Trump winning the presidency. That is it.
That's controversial?
I have tried to justify my arguments in so many ways. I have... Wait, did I say Bernie? Sorry, Biden.
Biden.
Oh,
yeah.
My
okay.
apologies.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No
There we go. Biden
that
is
still
better than
shouldn't
Trump.
be as controversial for leftists, but okay.
I have taken so many routes for this. I've made arguments based on the potential for radicalization, spreading class consciousness. I've made arguments based on harm reduction. I've made arguments based on theory. I opened up books and I looked at Lenin. I looked at Mao. I looked at Engels. I looked at Marx. I looked at arguments they made about electoralism in their time. Do they apply today? How applicable are they? What do they have to say about participation in bourgeois electoralism? Dozens and dozens of arguments and videos. And every single time, I get nothing. I get nothing but hatred. So honestly, at this point, my new strategy is just don't engage with these motherfuckers. Just don't argue with them. So
as far as they're concerned,
after the presidency, every motherfucker who was still Bernie or bust up to November 3rd is no longer my comrade from now until the end of time. Tired with these people playing dice with the lives of the people in this country.
So as far as they're concerned, what are you supposed to say to not get hate from them? That Trump should win? Or that we have to change the entire system so Bernie can run for president right now.
Yeah, I can.
Care. That's you have to not care because it makes you cool. Because caring is liberal. Because if you care,
that's not it. That's not it. These guys have convinced themselves. And like, look, I share a very similar outlook as them, but I do still lean over onto your side on this. I do. But to try and explain it at least a little bit fairly on the hardcore leftist side, it goes a little something like this. Functionally speaking, there is no difference between the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. They're the same neo-corporatist dick suckers. They're the same people spouting the same overt control over our lives. They don't represent the worker. They don't represent the people. They don't represent America in its fundamental aspects. And they're right. They're right. They're absolutely right. Democrats don't give a shit about us. Republicans don't give a shit about us. And they're absolutely right. They believe that every election, every presidential election is the moment to make that statement. And that moment to make that statement that this is wrong, we need to make a fundamental change. We do not accept this one or that one. We accept the candidate that actually represents us as people. And that's a fine ideology. That's a fine position to have. But the problem of it is that it is incredibly naive. And if this was like Biden versus Cruz, okay, fine, dude. Yeah, I'm with you. All right, fuck it, dude. All right, cool. You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm Bernie or bust. Get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Biden or Cruz? Who gives a shit? Same neo-corporatist dick sucker. I don't give a shit. I'm going to be all on board. But that's not the world we're in right now. The world we're in right now is we have a candidate that actually does wipe his ass at the Constitution. He does not give a shit about the First Amendment. He doesn't give a shit about the Second Amendment. He's egregiously stalking every single aspect of our government to try and lend him some sort of buffer zone, the safety zone, to act with absolute autonomy and do whatever the fuck he wants. He's putting himself up as a dictator or a fucking god king. And I'm not blowing this out of proportion. And that's one of the things that these leftist people need to actually listen to is, I get it. I'm with you. Fuck Biden. I fucking hate Biden. But I'm still going to fucking vote for Biden because that's the only choice we have. And I'm sorry. But
yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, Biden sucks, but he's better than Trump, so you should go vote for Biden.
Biden is better than Trump easily.
Yeah, dude. And I hate that.
At the end of the day, that's what it is.
You have to look at.
I'd like to addendum that very briefly, if I may. And I completely agree with your characterization, by the way, Jeff. I think the three fundamental problems with the Bernie or bust line online are these. The first one is that there are substantive differences between the Biden and Trump administrations that a lot of people I guess, are emotionally invested in downplaying. Whether we're talking about climate change, prison reform, LGBTQ rights, or just fundamentally like repairing the systems of democracy that we live in, there is a meaningful difference between these two. Democrat Party is and always will be a corporate party. They will never represent the poor. They will never help the poor. They aren't for that. But in some narrow marginal issues, there is undeniably a benefit, the largest of which is the preservation of bourgeois democracy, because Trump is threatening that. There is a difference between liberalism and democracy. A lot of lefties forget that. The last group of lefties to prominently forget that were the KDP, the communist groups within the Weimar Republic. And because of their inability to differentiate between fascists and liberals, who they called social fascists, they sometimes worked with the Nazi Party before they took power and weren't willing to form coalitions to fight against them. Then they all died. A lot of them were also killed afterwards by Stalin after they fled to the Soviet Union, funnily enough. Yeah. Other theorists, Lenin, Mao, they write on this. You need to preserve bourgeois democracy. That is where socialists are doing their best. Socialists will never win under a fascist government. They'll just fucking kill us. This has happened dozens of times across the world. We don't win that fight. You can't do fucking general strikes against fascists. They just shoot you. It doesn't work.
Have you encountered the Bernie or busters that go all the opposite way and vote for Trump because they're mad that Bernie didn't get in? Have you ever encountered those kind of people?
I know someone who is that.
I never actually
100%.
have. Also, there's one person in my chat, Moz. Huh? Lenin literally attacks Soakdem parties like the Democrats, and what has to be done? Yeah, and he also advocates for supporting them against the fucking farther right parties, and he actively advocates for supporting the fucking Soakdem parties, ye back in the old Labor Party, if the alternative was the fucking monarchists or the conservatives. Shut the fuck up. Read theory. I'm sorry, I'll never do that again.
No problem. Yeah, there's even a few people in our fan base that I know in our Discord that are voting. They wanted Bernie so bad, and they think the Democrats fucked him so bad that they're going to vote for Trump, basically as a fuck you to the party itself.
Yeah, no, I personally know a guy who was 2016 Bernie or bust. Bernie lost the nomination, went all in on Trump, but then has continued to be all in on Trump and appears to hate women and is racist. So maybe he just didn't get what Bernie was about in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the woman hater candidate? Find me. I was all on board with Trump, but then he pardoned Susan B. Anthony, and now I'm up the fucking creek. Where's the woman hater candidate?
What a fucking cuck, dude.
Where's the Bin Laden for me?
Right, man. Somebody's got to make a fucking quiz for that. That'd be great. Yeah, no, I think that's really the basic fundamental of this too. Is like, we do not have the luxury, and I hate to say this, I sound like such a fucking sellout to myself 4 years ago. Yeah. I do, and I accept that. I have to look at myself in the mirror and understand that I'm saying this, but but it's real. Is we have to make a decision in November. Versus what I really do believe is a legitimate and existential threat to what our democracy stands for versus the status quo for 4 more years. And it's disgusting that that's the choice that we have, but that's the choice that we fucking have. And if you don't like that and you're like, well, that shouldn't be the way things are. Well, I really hate to say this, and I love you. Anybody that this message is for and this applies to, I love you. But grow the fuck up. I'm sorry. Grow the fuck up.
Can I, because I feel like we've tangent. Can I end this really quickly with like a 30-second spiel?
Please, sure. Yes, please. And I don't want to be big anymore, Ben. Fix this.
Okay.
I'm too big.
Assuming you're left-leaning, here is how you make more people left-leaning, which is how you fix the problems in this country, of course, by getting more people who agree with you. Step 1. Recognize Bernie Sanders rose to prominence after the Obama presidency because people were disappointed with his term, and that led to them being willing to try something more left-leaning. Step 2, recognize that Bernie did worse in the 2020 primaries than he did in the 2016 primaries, even after 4 more years of press coverage and time to develop his brand. And the reason for that is because people wanted to vote for Biden based on electability. People are scared of Trump. So from these two points of data, we can infer that Democrats generally aren't willing to move farther left if they're terrified by the far right. I.e., the best way for us to move them further to the left is to have Biden win and then spend 4 years ruthlessly tearing into the Democrats to get more Democrats disillusioned. So in 2024, they're thinking, okay, wow, Democrats can't fix this fucking country either. It wasn't just Trump that was the problem. It really is all of them, isn't it? And then we have a prominent, charismatic, socialist-leaning character, hopefully, to take the stage there. And this system seems to work. Disillusionment with the neoliberals breeds leftists, whereas fear of the fascists breeds more Democrat voters.
Yeah, that actually pushes more to the... Yeah, that's interesting. That's true. Yeah.
I believe that.
That's my theory. That's my thinking, at least. But yeah,
it's so weird what happens to our chat when Vaush is on our show because we don't normally get a bunch of right-wing people that hate Vaush.
Somebody said that people like Vaush and Jeff just create more Trump supporters. Then the people who become Trump supporters because of the words that come out of me or Vaush's mouths, they're fucking weak. Okay,
well, and they must have been pretty close to being Trump supporters already.
Even if they fucking are, even if they aren't, like you go through your fucking day to day, and you're like, I'm just trying to make.
If Trump keeps trying to rig the election, Pelosi will win.
Oh Christ, I don't want to think about that one.
Wait, so the person who said that's name is Pepe Black, and their profile picture is Pepe, except it's black with like big red lips. I don't know if this guy's representative of the typical conservative voice.
I'm just saying. I know. Fuck me.
No.
I know. I helped create Kekistan. I know these people. Okay, it's fine. Look. What I'm trying to say is is that like if you are a normal person going about through your day-to-day life and everything, and then you hear some words of some random people on the internet and they say things that are just so spooky and crazy for you that suddenly you do a 180 and flip on every fucking value you had. You didn't hold those values to begin with, and you're a weak fucking person. So fix your fucking life.
Imagine bragging that you were moved to the right because you saw someone on YouTube who said that trans women are women. You're like, this has gone too far.
What kind of badge of honor is it that that's what did it to you?
Yeah, like now I will vote for Trump. I was on the fence before. Like, okay, dude, you're a good political agent right there. You're repping your cause.
Why would you give us this power over you? That with my simple words I can change intrinsic characteristics about your personality. By just being me, I can mold and shape and change
and
you.
steer them off of something they were supposedly on the side of to go to the other side.
But that's not them giving you that power, Jeff. That's them taking away your power by saying your talking points turn them towards Trump. They're trying to tell the world that your talking points are so toxic that they run them away from the point you're trying to make. They're living rent free in your head now, Jeff. Rent free.
Very convinced by this. Very convinced by this.
It's literally like I saw somebody get 2 PCs, so I changed my opinions on healthcare, the economy, like LGBTQ issues, so on and so forth. Yeah, it's like, all right, dude. Like,
I changed every value I have.
You were very left-leaning until you saw a grainy 2015 video of a fat feminist like screaming at a protest.
And that was me anyways.
Shuffled over.
That was Bill. Did you guys know that was Bill?
I'm trying to read, fuckface. I love that video.
Man. I do too. I super do too. Like I go through a lot of deep existential fucking self-criticism when I go back and I see the old Big Red videos. I really do. I think about that time a lot. Like if I go back and I watch the old Big Red videos where she's like talking to that MRA dude and I'm reading fuckface anyway. Like I go back and I like watch those videos. I really do try and put myself back into the same frame of mind that I was back then. Like, would I make a video on this now? Like, with everything else that's going on in the world, would I make a video on this now? I don't think I would.
It seems a little inconsequential in comparison. The funny thing is, if you go back and watch those Big Red videos, nothing she says is even remotely controversial, and a lot of it is actually like you don't even have to be a feminist to agree with it or anything like that. She's just such a condescending asshole, right? That it, yeah, right. Of
that
course,
might be why it is. Yeah.
It's her attitude. Yeah,
it's crazy.
And I'll say it. I think the white pantsuit looks pretty good.
I mean, I do.
I think
you
wearing
can rarely go wrong with a white pantsuit.
Yeah, I think that's a bold move, especially going to a fucking like a con, like an event in a white suit. Holy shit. To argue with people? Fuck me, dude. I don't know if I'm brave enough for that. I don't know if I want to rack up those dry cleaning bills.
Somebody's kind of curious if I'm walking back on my stances from back then. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It depends on the circumstances. Things like the Big Red video, for instance. I'm still pretty comfortable with saying, nah, I think she came off as kind of a Titanic fucking bitch. Yeah, kind of callous, pretty nasty. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I think it's kind of cruel. But again, like the big thing comes down to is like, would I make a video on it now? No. That's the way I change.
Mr. Entitled.
I just don't see that shit as like as important now as I did then. Like it just doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
Give me a reason to call any woman a bitch and I'm there. I don't care if it's 2020, 2010.
True.
Just give me a reason.
Give me something.
Look at me sideways, all right? Look at me sideways, and I'm making a 19-minute video about you being a bad.
Just be a woman.
Yeah, just grow up a woman, or choose to be one later on in life, and you're fucking done.
At any point, if you were at any point a woman.
Yeah, because I'm a feminist.
A male feminist, aka a predator.
Yeah. A male feminist.
Which wave, though? You got to pick a wave.
Wave feminist. Goodbye. I'm a wave goodbye feminist.
Oh, okay.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
I'm so fat, all my body parts are starting to implode on themselves anyways. I'm pretty much a woman at this point.
Feminist.
Yeah, I'm the fucking Mickey Avalon of feminisms. A Net
reference. I
Funicello
love
of
Mickey
feminisms.
I love Mickey Avalon. Holy shit.
I meant to say Frankie
now,
Avalon.
Is this the point
just
where
totally...
I ruin everything by saying he meant Frankie Avalon?
Thank
and
you,
not
Scott.
Mickey
Yeah,
Avalon?
I totally meant Frankie Avalon. Yeah. This is my life.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't use words, dude. I got hit in the head too many times. I'm like the angry grandpa of morbidly obese, baby-faced man children.
You're like the dirty grandpa. You're like the Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Not the bad grandpa, the Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
But you're an anti-vaxxer now?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Might as well be. Are you guys gonna take this COVID fucking vaccination week 1?
I saw. I think it was.
I don't know.
I think it was
I
Crowder.
I am. Absolutely,
So
I am.
I'm not touching that shit. Also, I don't want more autism.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting at least 2 weeks to take that.
I'm already autistic. I'm safe.
You'll get double
Exactly.
autism from
good.
this vaccine.
But you got to be careful. I've heard whispers of double autism.
Yeah.
So tread lightly.
I'm definitely.
Listen, I'm going all the way down the grand line. I've taken 1. I'll take on 2. I'll take triple autism.
I'm going far into the spectrum, baby.
I don't want to. I don't want to take the.
Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
Oh,
Pardon me.
it's JF. Oh.
But excusez-moi, but I have heard that there is a possibility to make some people autistic.
Is it? Did you study this when you were getting your PhD at?
Oui.
Okay.
You see, when I was studying the monkey, I heard that maybe if you give them many vaccines, they get the autism. If you could tell me this is happening with the humans, I'm very excited.
I have heard it is happening with humans. Yes.
I want to say that maybe we could perhaps convert some of the attractive white females with the vaccines into autistic potato.
What do you think about it? Should we give Natalie Portman the vaccine, JF?
Oh, we. Oh, Natalie Portman, that is a fine example of the white genes. We need to give her all of the vaccines. She needs all of the autism.
She's a
bitch up.
She's a highly intelligent Jewish woman. I don't think.
Sounds like an oxymoron. But go on.
No. Excusez-moi.
Yeah.
Monsieur Billy.
Yeah.
Did you say that Natalie Portman is a you?
She's a highly intelligent Jewish woman.
Excuse no. She is not getting the no.
She's not welcome to the vaccine, JF.
Did you have plans to take her to the Garbage Island ethno state?
Listen, look, we have to have standards when we are going to be admitting people to our Garbage Island. There will be no ooze. There will be no ooze on the island. Listen, you've upset me. I must leave now. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yes, the ooish question.
one of the last times we had JF on our stream.
Jeff, you just missed him. He was just here.
Who?
JF Garapi.
Yeah.
How do I keep missing that motherfucker every time he pops on?
Yeah.
Did you pass in the hall at all, or did you not even see him?
I didn't even see him. Like it's
God.
It's a COVID because of COVID. You can only come one way.
COVID.
Bathroom that way, and then you come around back this way. Like
just to explain the Garbage Island reference, one of the last times we had JF on our stream, JF was talking about how awesome his ethno state would be, and but he didn't know exactly where he wanted to put it, and Billy was like, how about that Garbage Island that's floating in the Pacific Ocean?
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Alexis.
Oh.
Give me one more thing. Could you bring me Tums?
We can hear you, Vaush.
Yeah.
I love this.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I only muted for my stream.
Yeah.
Alexis,
But
Tums.
I could drop off some
I got
Tums.
heartburn.
That sucks. I get acid reflux.
We got Chinese food.
Right.
Earlier today.
Yeah.
And it was really not good.
Was it
Ooh.
spicy?
So
Here's your
No,
problem.
no. It wasn't that it was
it's a common
spicy.
mistake.
Okay.
The problem is you got Chinese food.
Wait. Well, only my stream can see because I'm not on their thing. Wait, hold on. Yeah, give me the dried chicken.
Give me the dry chicken and some Tums.
I don't know. It's just, it's not. It's like little dog treats, dry. I don't know. It's not good. Yeah.
I love the idea that I did like the most offensive JF impersonation I've ever done to like not just this show but like to your over 4,000 people watching. That really
No, that was good. I didn't say I was dying the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it's a good Chinese restaurant when you order the orange chicken and it comes pink covered in Pepto-Bismol?
Yeah.
They cut out the middleman.
Yeah, they're like, we know where you're going with
I like
this.
how you're asking for the dry chicken.
I'll take the dried chicken and some fucking Altoids. Or no, Altoids aren't
Dude,
good.
no. This is victim blaming. Okay, fuck this. No, I'm defending myself.
Do it.
So the picture in the menu, okay, looked delicious. Okay, the chicken were all like nicely like rounded, nice little similar shapes, and the gooey orange sauce dripping all over it. What I fucking got were like a crunchy, dry, fried little balls of string chicken with orange flavored water dripped all over it. And I ate every fucking bite, every goddamn bite.
And now you need Tums.
I was raised to finish my plate, and I'm gonna keep doing that, even if I have the money to order something else.
Yeah. I feel that. I was raised to finish my plate too, and I became 600 fucking pounds. It's abuse, Vaush.
It's actually a really bad thing to teach your kids.
I know. I was abused as a child.
I know.
You were. Somehow I know.
But it is what it is. Sometimes you eat the orange chicken, and sometimes the orange chicken eats you.
Yeah, growing up, Billy always thought he was allergic to crack.
Yeah. So I thought my eyes would always water whenever they cooked crack in our house. Turns out it was just a bad chef.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I was like, I must be allergic to crack. No, he's burning the fucking...
Which is too bad, because of that, you didn't get into crack until much later in life.
Oh, dude, my dad offered me crack when I was like 14, 15 to try and get me to lose weight.
It was the crack weight loss plan.
Yeah. My dad offered me crack.
You know what? It's not a bad plan.
Someone else in my family offered me meth.
does work.
Yeah.
The only fat person who does crack I've ever seen is Artie Lang.
I saw somebody in your chat saying that everybody in my chat is screeching about you not being vegan, and I haven't seen a single person even type the word vegan. So I want to give a special shout out to that one specific person, Huffy Puff. You're every bit as stupid as the type of people who would name themselves off of fucking Harry Potter house names.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know you're keeping true to form.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait,
also, that's more of a Ravenclaw move.
Classic Ravenclaw.
I'm kind of down. Like I'm kind of down with veganism, like as a concept. I'm all right with that.
I'm interested in the day when you're going to be able to like 3D print your own steak.
Yeah.
I'm
like
cool.
I think that's cool. I like the idea of like if I raise my own chickens, then I get to eat eggs. If I want to eat meat, I gotta like apply for a tag and like ethically go out and fucking hunt my own meat and shit like that. But otherwise, like just eat vegan. Like I like that. I think that's kind of a cool fucking idea.
It's terribly un-American not to eat meat.
Yeah, I think you might be a communist.
We should all be vegan. A lot of it's also a climate change thing. The amount of space and greenhouse gases it takes to feed the animals that we dice up into our meat. It's probably not that good. What I'd like to see, is like harsher legislation on the meat industry where we kind of scrunch them in from both sides. Because, like, frankly, like this to me, it's like this is the alienation of commodification. Like, should we all be vegan? Probably, yeah. I do think that animals are deserving of moral consideration. Absolutely. Are you the same as a murderer if you buy chicken from a supermarket and cook it? I don't think so. I think that veganism is good. Vegans sometimes are fucking obnoxious.
No,
But
never. I've never seen it.
Strangely enough, I've met more vegans personally that are more okay with hunting than buying meat at a store. Like,
yeah, way better, way better for everyone involved.
No, it's a huge thing, especially like, well, it's kind of like the whole misconception with like leftists, especially here in Oregon. People think like leftists don't like guns. We love guns. People think that vegans don't like hunting. Vegans love hunting. A lot of them, especially here, love the idea of hunting or animal rearing. They don't like factory farming.
Sure.
They don't like emissions. They don't like all of the things that effectively are basically make people like. And look, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm putting you guys on blast, carnivores. I'm putting myself on blast too because I still eat it too.
Yeah, me too.
It's you're kind of a weak person that if you aren't getting your own meat with your own fucking hands. Okay, I'm just putting it out there.
Isn't animal flatulence like a form of pollution that's hurting?
Huge.
Yeah.
It's a big greenhouse gas thing. Yeah.
I just farted.
Oh, well, thanks. So glad to be in this small room with you.
Yeah, the farts from cows are actually very chemically different than the farts from humans because they're stomach shit. But yeah, no, it's probably good. Hunting is sometimes ecologically necessary. You could have a perfectly ethical society where there's no factory farming, no meat industry, but sometimes you would still need to hunt. And if you've hunted, like fuck it, why not? Why not eat? Or maybe in the future we'll treat that kind of the way we treat cannibalism, where it's like abhorrent to eat a sentient or like a living thing. I don't know, but for now,
in a couple hundred years, it might be like the idea of even eating meat might sound crazy then. But
I think
like
that it's
maybe like putting it into a position of like a cultural thing. Like there's a cultural enrichment of being able to go through the act of hunting, of ethically taking an animal. Consuming its flesh, like that's
Why is
fine,
it ethical? Why is it ethical? That animal never gave consent for you to take its flesh.
What if it did?
Yeah, but look, Harry. Hey,
at least in a slaughterhouse, these animals never had the option to consent. They were just birthed to Earth.
Wait, what is that?
No.
Wait,
yeah, I don't understand this argument.
Yeah,
So
slaughterhouse, whorehouse. We know why they're there.
Okay?
What was that?
Are you saying if we had a rape factory, that would be okay?
Have you ever been to
consent?
You ever been to the spaghetti factory?
It is rape, but it's okay. We're at the rape factory. This isn't like on the sidewalk.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, this is a very official.
Thank you.
I'm
saying
I had a fucking point.
Have you been to the spaghetti factory?
I'm sorry I derailed
Scott
you with
Henson, have you been to the spaghetti factory?
I have been to. I haven't been to the new one. I have been to the old spaghetti factory.
Yeah, spaghetti factory. Spaghetti's not as good as mom and pop, so we don't need to start making factories for everything.
All I'm saying is like the future ultimately is going to be genetically modified plants, things that are like modified to enrich in proteins and the basic essential amino acids that we need for all the building blocks of our life. And that's just what it is. Like we have to get accustomed to this idea because this is the future and it is going to happen. Because as it stands right now, the idea of us subsisting off of animal flesh like we have with the population increase that we're doing now is inconsistent. It won't work. It won't work. And our society will have to adapt. We will.
What if we drastically cut down the population?
But why? No, but why do that? Why do
Hold
that?
up.
Why
If I can Thanos snap you motherfuckers to continue eating cheeseburgers.
Yeah. What if I love steak and hate people?
What if we Thanos snapped the animals so there's more room for humans to expand?
Ooh.
Hey, there we go.
Ooh.
There we go.
Why couldn't Thanos just like Thanos snap all the resources out of nowhere? He could just make the people disappear.
Don't think about it.
Yeah, wait,
too
what the
much.
fuck?
It doesn't
Wait, why
work.
couldn't Thanos just double the size of the universe? Wait,
He
what
could
the
have done
fuck?
a lot of things that were less mean. Don't think about it too much.
Hey, he could have. Okay.
He had a lot of options. He chose not a great one.
There's always going to be people who are going to be tossing out that thing of like, well, maybe we need less people out there. Maybe the best course for the planet is going to be population control. I absolutely 100% disagree. It's a stupid, short-sighted way to look at the fucking problem. I think we need more people. More people we have, the more problems we have. But the thing is that humanity always excels when there's a problem. We do. The bigger the problem, the more severe the problem, the more we start putting aside all of our differences, the more we actually start innovating, the more we put our energy, our resources, our time, everything.
I don't see that happening with
right?
COVID, though. It seems like it's more divisive right now.
But like, I don't know if
we don't work that fast. We don't work that fucking fast.
The amount of people we have on this earth isn't really important. It's the amount of people that get educated in a different way than the fucking paint by numbers system they're given now. Like, you have this cradle to grave lifestyle that effectively makes you one of the fucking cows we're over here crying about saving.
Right.
So we need a better system, and then we'll all be able to exist a little better.
I don't know if a great argument for increasing the population is to force people to solve the problems that the increased population creates.
God damn it.
Wait, hold on. I just want to say, just so we all know, overpopulation is mostly a myth. The carrying capacity of this planet is greater than what the projected estimates we have for the population of all the countries on Earth combined will be after we all reach relative levels of industrialization.
100%.
The reason why those other countries are exploding right now is because they're industrializing. But once a country's industrialized, people are fucking busy. We get 2.1 kids on average, sometimes even less.
It mostly levels off.
It is a witness phenomenon that as the standards of living and as much as a third world to second world to first world nation progresses, the birth rate immediately starts to go down because they don't need to try and breed as much to perpetuate their own genetic code.
Until you eventually reach Japan, where everyone has stopped fucking.
But they fuck other things.
Fuck their moms.
Yeah, they fuck.
They fuck.
They fuck in family. They put leeches up their puss. They love a good tentacle.
Sure. I misspoke. Fucking for procreation. They
do
everything.
That's old and busted.
I agree. But Japan rocks.
But also, like, when it comes to just like the essential understanding of how our resources work, this planet has way more resources than the population we have right now. We don't use them right.
If we have enough resources to proliferate fucking cows the way we do, it's just mismanagement is all.
Well, no, I'm not talking about cows. I was talking about
things we really there are only three things we really need, like fundamentally. It's food, building materials, and energy. Those are the only
and consent.
Those are the only things that we absolutely need. Period. No matter what. Oh yeah, and water. Sorry, water. Yeah, of course. Yes, water. Fuck, guys, chat. So those four things, and all of those things we have in abundance if it's managed properly. It's mostly just a matter of bureaucracy and transportation. And I think we can do it. I believe in us, I want to live in a world. Okay, where there is some Bangladeshi car mechanic who's frustrated that his air drone delivery hasn't arrived on time because some stupid bureaucrat in the European Union misfiled his address. I want people taking fucking vacations to the Sudan. Where they have a beautiful
north or south. Be specific.
Both. I want a fucking road trip across Sudan so they can take in the sights. Beautiful time around this time of year. I think the world can be universally good. I think we can do it. I think we're capable of it.
I think we're absolutely capable of it. 100%.
We won't though. The idea that it will be universally good, it benefits too many people. Why make it universally good when you can just have it good and use the people for whatever the fuck you want to use them for?
What if you can have it your way right away at Burger King now?
Yeah, we're all somebody's fuck sock is what I'm saying.
Some of us right now.
Yeah.
Zoom out.
I would love to live in a utopia, but you can have one right now if you just focus on your own life.
I would love to live in a zootopia.
Somebody said that the problem in the world is the destruction of the nuclear family. Well, I got a terrible I got terrible news for you, kid. Look, overwhelmingly in the United States, our country is vastly religious, and it espouses the notion that a man and a woman are supposed to get married and have children and make these vows and stay together forever, and yet somehow our divorce rate is over 50%.
Yeah.
Figure that fucking shit out.
It's because people aren't taught how to find love.
Maybe you need to start you need to start asking your religious organizations why it is that they can't seem to actually fundamentally teach people how to be good husbands or how to be good wives. Maybe you should figure that fucking shit out for yourselves, dude.
If I had to guess, it's probably the
Maybe
sex
marriage
abuse.
is just
And like somebody said, Jeff, you have a nuclear family. Yes, I do. I have a fucking successful ass marriage and a beautiful child, and everything is great, and we're living our lives. And you know how I did it? Maybe without religion. Maybe without these bullshit
all those
conservative traditional fucking values out there.
No, Jeff. All of those
Maybe
fires
because
around you is God's judgment against you.
I see. It's
you could only do it because other people around you were religious, and even though you weren't religious, you were shown the way.
Ew. It's like the religiosity, like kind of like seeping into my.
guide you. You know,
you're riding the coattails of great
current.
Christians before you, Jeffrey.
God, gross. I want to take a shower, man. Nasty. Fuck.
Wow, and you didn't even poop yet.
The cool thing about abuse is we're going to look back at 2020 in 4 years as such a great year. That's the cool thing about abuse.
Yeah. We'll be saying, remember when we thought 2020 was the worst?
Yeah.
The same as we're saying about 2016 now.
And we're going to still be making these ideas that we're going to make the world a better place.
Look at the divorce rate in the Middle East. Yeah, look at the fucking domestic abuse in the Middle East, too. If your argument that the best way to keep a marriage together is to beat the shit out of your wife, what the fuck,
Wasn't
dude?
that the Christian way? Wasn't that the Christian way?
There aren't a lot of Christians in the Middle East, my dude. What the shit?
That's been the way. That's been the way to keep a marriage effective over forever.
Oh my God.
The dominant force abuses the subservient force.
You know what
Sometimes
makes me
they like
fucking
it.
laugh, by the way?
Yeah.
You know what actually makes me fucking laugh? My all the cum out of my little balls. When I think of the fact that all these fucking LARPing tradcons online would lose their shit if they were suddenly expected to adhere to the standards of masculinity that were imposed in America back in the 1950s.
Yeah.
All these dudes who got into the alt-right pipeline bitching about feminism and how men don't have it fair and male disposability and all that shit.
Can
And
you
then they're
tell
like,
Dusty,
oh, sorry,
the
buddy,
cockatiel, that
you're
he's a
working.
beautiful
You
bird?
don't get to complain to your boss. You don't get to complain to anyone. You don't get to talk about your feelings. You don't get to have other friends. Sorry, motherfucker, you're a robot who works. That's your life. These motherfuckers would be shooting themselves in the fucking jaw 3 weeks into this life. They don't want to go back. They like the idea of the barefoot wife, walking around pregnant, anally gaped and ready at all times. But they do not like, going to war. Yeah, fucking Vietnam. These people couldn't handle the fucking standards men were expected to adhere to back then.
And if they could, they'd have a woman right now. Ha ha.
They couldn't even climb the rope in gym class. So.
Beta males.
Yeah. You gotta conquer your mother.
Dusty, you are a beautiful, beautiful bird. You're the most beautiful cockatiel in all the land. You're a beautiful bird, Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty, and I appreciate the way that you don't speak to us in abbreviations.
Yeah.
Have you settled on your stance on abbreviations yet? Did we get to the bottom of it?
I like
Good,
them.
bad,
I take it
racist?
back.
You like 'em? Okay.
I was just thrown off because I didn't know what AAVE meant. I was flustered.
I did not know what
and,
that
and
meant
actually
either.
saying African American vernacular English is a bit of a mouthful, so I understand why you might say AAV instead. I understand that.
Okay,
Are we having a growth moment?
Vaush and I speak
guess
jive.
so.
You haven't learned.
We
yet,
learned
even though you're
something
in the
today.
hip-hop industry. I mean, it seems like something.
I still think Cardi B is a fucking angel, and I don't want anybody talking down on her and her wet ass pussy. And if I could sit in a room with Ben Shapiro, I'd show him how to make a pussy wet. I'd teach that son bitch.
I would pay every dollar I own right now just to see that. I absolutely would.
That's content, but Ben Shapiro's not willing to talk to the other side.
Billy asked Jesse Lee Peterson what he could do to be an alpha male. And Jesse Lee Peterson was like, just suffer and die.
Without missing a beat, too.
Yeah.
You know what? Respect.
Yeah. I mean, he's not lying to you, right?
Yeah.
That's why I've always said this, too. I honestly, the guys who, hardcore fucking jerk themselves off over being a manly man, I think these people are, massive pussies, you know? You know who Mike, what's his name? Mike, he's the Dirty Jobs guy.
Pence.
No.
Well,
Mike Rowe.
I know who you're talking
Mike
about.
Rowe.
Mike Rowe. He's got something called the Sweat Pledge. And it's like his little here's us valuing hard work shit. Guy's a millionaire, of course. He does other people's jobs for one day and then, fucks off back to his film crew. But he writes this thing, and it's like I will never complain about any work given to me. I will do every job with all the earnestness in my soul. I am only the product of my decisions. If something bad happens, it's my fault. And it's essentially like the epitome of the self-hate, hyper-individualistic shit. And I'm thinking while I read this, and I read this on stream a year and a half ago, some long time ago, anybody who falls for this shit is like the ultimate fucking cuckboy.
That's what's so funny and ironic.
Establishment.
But in a way, though, wouldn't it be better to take responsibility for your actions and not put them in the hands of other people? Like the way he's wording it is pretty fucking like masculine dream porn over here. But
individually, everyone should take responsible for their own actions 100% of the time.
Sure,
and I'd always tell that if I had like a friend, like a close friend who was saying like, yeah, dude, I just feel like nobody's accepting my resume because I'm black. That may well be true. Like it may affect the odds of him getting a resume, but at the end of the day, my advice isn't going to be, oh, well, just meditate on the existence of systemic racism. I'm going to say, damn, dude, that fucking sucks, but you need a fucking job. So I'll help you. We'll help you. Let's fucking do it. Let's send out more resumes, and that's good. But on like a broader, like system level, sort of like a broader, like how do we address problems in society? When you're saying, well, you just need to act better. You need to take responsibility for your behavior. This is essentially just saying, don't be poor forehead. You're not actually addressing any issues. No problem systemically was ever solved by telling large groups of people to just shape up and take more responsibility for their own actions. You have to actually address these issues,
Should we get the cash cab guy to beat up Mike Rowe?
Absolutely, yes.
Ooh, Ben Bailey versus Mike Rowe. I like it.
Let's do it.
Ben Bailey, that's his name.
There was a crazy conspiracy theory that the cash cab driver and the cop that killed George Floyd were secretly the same people. And,
what?
And people were putting their pictures side by side.
What?
And they did kind of look similar in the two pictures.
So you're telling me we got to get Pat Sajak to come out and take both these motherfuckers out?
He's a crisis actor?
Tell me Pat Sajak. Tell me Pat. I think you do go from cash cab to crisis acting though. That's easily a job
move.
path. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that there's like this really weird disconnect that we have too when it comes to things like manliness, because these ideas are born from traditionalist ideas. They come from like they come from like bygone periods, don't you think? I mean, like we have universally accepted ideas of what's supposed to be like a man and what's supposed to represent manliness and masculinity, going to war, violence, testosterone, right? But at the same time, the more broader concepts of this, like being a provider for the home, or suppressing your feelings, a lot of these things are throwbacks to old tropes that I don't really think necessarily have a whole lot of place anymore. I think that there's enough wiggle room that we can have intelligent and patient conversations about what we think manliness should represent, and we can actually progressively define these things as being more beneficial and less like archaic and stupid. Like swallow your emotions until you get drunk one night and just start smacking your fucking wife around.
Flip the fuck out.
Right?
No one has even fucking no one has even read Death of a Salesman. Like all of these tropes have been discussed before. They've been discussed for decades. The weird thing is, like, when you look in popular media, what does it mean to be a man? You get really like broad idealistic vagaries. Like being a man means setting out on your own course and deciding what you want to do for your life. But then when you're like, okay, I want to wear knee socks and come into a jar. People like, oh no. Yeah.
But being a man,
no.
Being a man would mean you wore the fucking knee socks and ignored what the other fucking people said, right? Like it doesn't matter what the fuck they say. You're a man. You stand on your own 2 feet.
I mean, in practice, yes, but doing it in itself is against the man code. So it's this weird.
The man code is bullshit. The bro code is bullshit. Bros before hoes is bullshit.
Of course.
Everybody, and the whole secret is everybody's out there to fucking advance. We're all greedy, we're all selfish, and we're fucking stupid too. So we give up our own freedoms and the idea that we're gonna get some dream advancement, and we just fucking throw everything away because we're fucking idiots and we're greedy, and we'll spit in the face of our neighbor to say that my face doesn't have spit on it. We're fucking sick. I don't like it.
I think femboys are just way better men. That like more like
Catboy's a way better man than Nick Fuentes.
I heard Ben Lolly Socks is based at Red Pilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. No, he might play with big black dildos, and he might have cat ears. But one thing I'll tell you is he watched the Hitler movie once.
Yeah.
Look, he wouldn't understand. Okay, he's ironic. It's a post-ironic meditative satire on degeneracy. You have to wait for his next hit piece, a 40-minute film where he gets gangbanged by 5 black guys on top of World War II Nazi emblem memorabilia.
Ironically,
I don't want to see that.
Obviously.
I don't want to see that, but I'd watch it.
Yeah. As long as he has the cat ears on, otherwise I'm out.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know, man. Like I find it's a really weird, shitty place that men find themselves into these days, because like on one side, you got these archaic ideas of masculinity that people are trying to push. These are toxic, terrible fucking tropes that like lead men to mental illness, thoughts of suicidal ideation. And then on the other side, you have, a lot of socio-political pressures that can also enact a pretty shitty sense of self-worth as well. I think it's really common that dudes end up finding themselves drifting in between extremist ideologies, and I think that's kind of a byproduct of it. I really do.
But luckily, we're men, so we have advantages that we can just work harder, right? Be better. That's the cool thing about being a man, right?
Just buck up, kiddo, and keep your head high and work hard.
I got all this privilege, man. I don't plan on letting it go to waste.
I would recommend that.
I'm just saying, man. Like I don't know. The whole thing just seems like such a fucking weird, terrible trap that we find ourselves in. Women,
traps are only a problem if you step on them.
Hey, you know what? I am right there with you, and I get in trouble sometimes when I say this. Absolutely abolish gender. Fuck it, dude. Abolish it. Who gives a shit?
No, fuck that. Fuck that. Double down on gender. Double down on gender. It's okay to be a fucking manly man and be attracted to manly men if you're a manly man or a woman. Fucking do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't fucking matter. The idea that it matters is part of the problem. People are fussing over who they are and making the rest of the fucking world worry about who they are before they know who they are themselves. That's the real problem. Get to know yourself and live by who you are. Be proud of who you are. Don't let the other fucking anybody else in the world tell you who you are better than you can tell yourself. That's the fucking problem. Stop listening to everybody bark.
You're kind of describing gender abolitionism a little bit.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. No, but it doesn't fucking matter. It matters to you. If you know who you are, don't let anybody else tell you who the fuck you are.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
Pog.
I watched Vaush's chat, and someone said this guy is obviously drunk.
Yeah.
And you're not drunk at all. That's the hilarious
I took
part.
them pills.
In the name.
I took them pills.
This is what's so funny. Like every time I come on this fucking show, I'm the only one who drinks. Nobody else fucking drinks.
Yeah, I used to drink all the time, but I've cut back on drinking a lot.
Ben wants to do another 777 episodes of this podcast, so he's got to choose his battles.
Exactly.
True. Fair.
Those spin till you spew drinking contests.
By the way, Jeff, this is gin.
Oh,
So
hey,
I'm with you.
Hey, all right, all right.
I drink a liter of gin every podcast, and then after every podcast.
First time I ever flew, I was so fat that they got me a first class ticket. And with a first class ticket, it's open bar. But I was like, I just turned 21. I didn't know what to order. I just ordered a gin. That's not a good thing to drink on a 21-year-old's fresh palate. Yeah, it was fucking sucked, dude.
One gin, please.
Yeah, I said I'll have a gin.
I will have.
I'll have a gin.
One time, when Billy was way bigger than he is now, we took an Amtrak down to Portland, and they have those winding staircases that are small, like they even feel small to me. And you almost got stuck in that one.
Oh,
I could
shit,
tell.
That would have been awesome.
I was walking up behind him, and I was getting worried. I'm like, oh shit. I don't know if he's
Am
gonna
I
clear it.
watching a fire hazard about to happen?
Right.
Yeah, I was like, Brad, if I fart, I'm gonna lose my footing. You're gonna have to catch me.
One thing I had for that Ben Bailey crisis actor thing you had up a second ago, I might have said it before, in which case I apologize, but I love the crisis actor theory.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
The theory is, here's the theory. They're reusing crisis actors. And that's how we're catching them.
I'm pretty sure I saw Ahmaud Arbery jogging past one of the news interviews of the Sandy Hook parents.
So the people carrying out these false flags or whatever are so stupid that they can't get new crisis actors every time.
No.
This is the theory?
You don't get it, Scott. It's not that the people carrying out them are so stupid. It's they know that the rest of the public is so stupid, and only these super intelligent people that can find them into picture. I see him in picture. I smart. They try fool everyone else. Dumb libs.
I got you.
See,
All right,
I want to applaud the far right conspiracy theorists that came up with this, because it's pretty brave to admit that all white people look the same.
Right?
Why would they hire the host of a television show to be a crisis actor?
See, it's racist to say all white people look the same, but I've watched Jerry Springer. All white people fight the same.
They do, dude. Why do all white people fight exactly the same?
Except Steven Seagal, but he's kind of half Asian.
It makes me think all white people fuck the same, but I don't fuck enough white people.
There's a problem.
I just can't. It's so incredibly stupid. It actually really belies. When I see stuff like this, it reminds me that conservatives aren't just being dishonest. They genuinely don't know how socioeconomics works. We live in a country of 1/3 of a billion people, give or take. So why the fuck, if we're talking about hyper elite, super ultra Freemason, demigod, Satan, whatevers, why the fuck would they ever be simultaneously competent enough to steer the world towards whatever satanic awakening they're doing?
And then
but
so stupid.
They would reuse crisis actors. Why would they have to reuse anybody? We have so many people in this country. Why not just what if instead of using crisis actors, what if instead they just use their power over the economy and over general popular culture to disseminate views which lead to a particular state of affairs where people will do these things on their own?
What if they just use their magic?
You can't say.
What if they use their magic?
You can't say
Look, it's very simple, Vaush. It's very simple. You see, they have all this money, they have all this influence. They're just very, very naive.
No, that's not true at all. The reason they reuse crisis actors, it's a union thing. SAG won't let them bring scabs in.
They're just bad at it. They're just bad at conspiracying, right? Like
they're all powerful Illuminati, but they're kind of bad at it.
Yeah, they're just really fucking kind of dumb about it.
No, it's kind of amazing.
We're
The only
a cabal of satanic babies with unbelievable power, but they're very dumb and they're not very good at abstract thinking. So every time they want to do something, it has to be very direct and very literal.
It's kind of amazing though. It's amazing.
And sometimes they put clues on the money and stuff.
They put the clues.
You know what?
They put the clues.
We should get Vaush's input on what we're doing tomorrow. The all-time fat list.
Yeah, Vaush. Do you have an opinion on who some of the all-time fats are? AKA people who are famous and terribly fat. Did you?
Yes, not just the very fattest people, but they do have to be very fat.
Yeah, I have an easy contender. Yeah, Lizzo. I'm not generally.
Lizzo.
I'm not generally one for pop music, but I listened to Lizzo on a road trip, and it was actually moving how good the music was.
She's great.
Incredibly talented.
Yeah, she's great.
She's really good. Yeah.
Lizzo is in the conversation. Thank you. I didn't think of it. I was trying to think of women that were all-time fats.
We're gonna hire.
I think my favorite moment of 2019 was Lizzo on CBS This Morning in the reinforced chair that looked different than everyone else's.
Dude, that's not fair. I've been in so many reinforced chairs, and that's so crucial because I've been in so many other non-reinforced chairs, and those motherfuckers break.
I'm not saying it wasn't crucial. I just appreciated it.
I broke a chair in Austin, Texas. I broke a chair in damn near every city in this fucking country,
a chair
dude.
in every state capital.
I have.
I went
Tallahassee.
to a wrestling show at an arena with Billy, and they made him sit in the fat corral. That's what he called it.
They had a fat corral.
Yeah.
Was it a large bench?
It was kind of, yeah.
I got to sit with them over there.
Yeah, they let Ben come to the feeding trough and sit with me in the fat corral.
It was a nicer view.
Utensils.
It was cool.
Can I be
though.
admitted? Am I getting there?
I
There
don't.
was I recently showed some pictures of me when I was younger on stream, when I was like 17, 19 ballpark, as a strapping, handsome young man, quite a bit lighter too. And somebody took them all together and then took a recent pic of me, and they were like, Reddit is more damaging to the human body than heroin. Yeah. So I feel like I'm getting dragged like one.
You might before your days are done, you might be in the all-time fat contention.
If you keep plugging away, if you keep doing what you're doing, if you stay, can't stress this enough, stay on Reddit. One day you could be an all-time fat.
You know what? I've gained weight. I've gotten fat, but even before I got as fat as I am now, anytime I gained a pound, I got called fat. So that's just how it is when you're streaming.
Unfortunately, I actually just bought a bunch of home gym equipment, so we might. I might be steering off course for a little while, straying from the nirvana of fatitude.
Hopefully, whenever you just buy gym equipment, it's like Schrodinger's gym equipment. You can or you cannot use it. Yeah, yeah. Until you've actually used it, it doesn't really exist. But if you do decide to go super all-time fat, I suggest continue ordering that piss stain orange chicken and chasing it with Tums. That's one of the great ways to do it. Eat shit that you would never eat and finish your plate, even though it's disgusting. Force yourself to finish. That's
we're all in the area. Have you guys eaten Fat Shack? Have you gotten any Fat Shack ever?
Yeah. What is Fat Shack?
Yeah, I haven't.
You've never been to Fat Shack?
My dude, we might have to make a Fat Shack trip sometime soon.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You might have to make a Fat Shack trip sometime soon. Yeah, whew, that's a place right there. That's a good place.
Okay, stop.
What?
Counter serve space featuring mozzarella stick stuffed sandwiches, wings, and deep fried desserts.
Oh my God, my heart is palpitating.
It is so fucking good. My favorite sandwich there is called like the Jersey something. Okay,
is it like Jersey grease truck
That's
sandwiches?
immediately what I thought of.
No, it's so much better. Look. It's a sandwich, and inside of it is beef cheese, or like the roast beef, basically. Chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks.
Yes,
it's 100%, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with honey mustard.
In Jersey,
it is so good.
In New Jersey near Rutgers, they have these things called the grease trucks.
In New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Was it New Brunswick? Yeah. And they have the grease trucks, and it's basically this style of sandwich. We must have eaten it, 13 years ago, Scott?
Yeah, 13 years ago, I guess.
It took this long to spread its wings to Seattle. That's impressive.
How. Like, the idea of just a sandwich with too many things on it rules. Like, how has that not swept the nation?
It's really good. I thought all these flavors would just be like a disgusting hodgepodge.
No, it works.
I ordered it. Yeah, I got it just kind of like on a whim. It is actually really good.
It's really good,
there are
yeah.
other variants too. One of them has like a bunch of mac and cheese in it. I don't like that one as much, but it's still very good.
Yeah, but it's just like various combinations of like Philly cheesesteak, chicken fingers, onion rings, French fries, sauces, mac and cheese.
I have to
throw everything.
I have to do something like a live stream where I just ride my exercise bike for 7 hours so I can earn a cheat day. I can't just go here.
Since he came up, Jeff, since he came up, I want to let you know, Brett Keane has gone like full on racist now. Like he's go to his BitChute and look at the titles of some of his recent BitChute videos. He's full on racist.
Racism from a person on BitChute? You're
impossible.
You're joking.
Yeah. Right. It's a funny story. There's a lot of lore behind this guy named Brett Keane that used to be popular in the old days of YouTube, and he was an atheist. And then he just became a con artist, and he switched to theism. and now he's full blown alt right, like making racist videos.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Feral Negroes attack whites in malls.
Well,
Never good when you
I
hear
wasn't gonna read
feral
that one.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna read it.
I mean, fuck.
Wait,
yeah,
this guy
I
has
just titled it.
wait. This guy has his own wiki. Like,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not just on
Oh,
Rational Wiki.
yeah.
He has a
Oh, yeah.
brettkeane.fandom.com. Some I never
Oh
heard of this guy.
yeah.
Wait, are we?
That's,
Are
you
we,
said
are
mac
we,
and cheese. That's one of his things. That's one of the things from his lore. Mac and cheese.
Are we Brett pilling Vaush right now?
Yes.
Like, holy shit.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He'll make a video about this now just because this happened.
Big time.
He's
Atheist
Well, the
liberals
thing, like,
hating
me
my
and- me
freedom
and-
of speech.
Me and Brett got along actually pretty well, but like Brett, I gotta say, like if you're watching this episode, dude, like what's with the fucking racism in your shit, dude? Not cool, bro. Not cool.
Well, he used to at
tell
least
him,
hide
Jeff.
the racism. The racism was at least thinly veiled. Now it's just on full display.
That's some bad titles.
You know what?
Dude.
He was talking. He was
well,
trying
the one
to.
you read it sounds tough.
He was trying to make the argument that atheism kills people, and he was using Mao as an example. But he forgot Mao's name. He said Zhao Dedong instead of Mao Zedong.
Yes.
Zhao
It's French
Dedong.
for Zao the Dong.
Situation.
Yeah.
Fucking mac and cheese. Dorn!
Yeah. Dorn.
Remember my fucking mac and cheese or I'll fucking pop you in the mouth. Anyway, look, that fucking disgusting ass food, which is so incredibly delicious, reminds me of War Corpse's cooking channel. Have you ever seen that?
Are you asking me? No, I have not.
No, anybody. Like my buddy Chud Logic watches War Corpse. You guys knew War Corpse is, right?
Yes,
Your
War
buddy's
Corpse. The guy.
Yeah,
I don't know anyone.
The War Corpse is a famous guy that had the video like telling a girl that feminism sucks and making her cry. Like that's War Corpse, right?
Oh,
but
wait. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of Lord of Patriarchy. My bad.
I'll pull up a picture of War Corpse.
It's the same. That's the same guy.
That's the same guy. He has a cooking channel, and
Yes, he does.
When Chud Logic is bored, like he'll watch his cooking channel, and his cooking channel is so fucking crazy.
Dude,
it's one of the best things ever.
He's so neckbeardy. He's one of the more neckbeardy people.
Yeah, I totally forgot that War Corpse changed his name to Lord of Patriarchy.
He looks like Dark Side Phil for a second there.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of him and videos. I think he looks like every mean stereotype I could ever make up about like a right
so majestic. You know? Oh my God, he's so beautiful.
I
Holy
think
shit.
if I laid him down on his back, gave him a little reach around, sucked his titties, we can get him back on the right side of things.
Hold on. So you're laying him down on his back.
Yeah.
And giving him a reach around.
Well,
so are you the bed?
I misspoke. I misspoke. Not a reach around. You know, I want to suck his titties and reach down and jerk him off
Phil,
underneath.
are you renting yourself out as a bed?
Yes, I'm gonna
stop that. I told you to stop that.
I just want to bring this guy back to the side of sanity, and I think I could fuck some sense into him.
One of the better services you can get in the red light districts in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just they fold a bunch of Japanese prostitutes over one another, the way you would like lay the strips of dough on top of a pie, and you get to just sleep on top of it.
A real millefeuille of Japanese prostitutes.
It's the origami umami. That's what they call it.
We're using Japanese prostitutes like the coils in a Serta mattress.
It's very expensive. You have to shell out quite a bit.
You get what you pay for.
But worth it.
What? Wait, have I ever talked about the time I nearly purchased the services of a sex worker in Japan?
No.
Ooh, I love accidental prostitutes.
Not around us.
No, okay, wait, really quickly. Okay, so I think I've told this story in stream before, but anyway, I went to Japan when I was younger, like 18, 19, with a friend, a little girlfriend, not girlfriend, girl space friend, and we were
she
walking
was little?
around. She was very small. Yes, okay. This is somewhat important to the story.
Okay,
and we were walking around. We were having a great time in the city, Japan, Tokyo, phenomenal place, beautiful, cheap food, delicious food, unbelievable. Nearly choked to death there. The noodles were harder than I thought. I was choking and I couldn't breathe. And my friend was sitting across the table from me laughing because she thought I was doing a bit. still mad about that. Anyway, we were walking around one night, and we chanced upon a red light district. It was completely accidental, but we went over there. The place is obviously mafia controlled. And I say that sounds like a LARPy thing to say, but it's real. They print warnings for this on tourist pamphlets to Tokyo. And there were dudes in suits everywhere. They're in like these low-ride cars with tinted windows that they roll down. They stare at you because we're foreigners. And I was there. My friend was very drunk, and she was like, "Dude, you have to fuck someone. You have to fuck someone," because yeah. So we get shuffled into one of these tiny little, red light district offices. It's like these little rooms, and then they've got like a little booth behind it. You could go further in, I assume, like see girls. And she's like egging me on in front of these two obviously not able to speak English Yakuza guys behind the desk. And she's like, "Dude, you have to fuck. Come on, you don't want to fuck someone."
What are you, pussy? What are you, gay?
Yeah, exactly. You fucking gay. And I'm like standing, and she's drunk as fuck. I have one arm around her just like as a general protective gesture, because she's a drunk girl. It's midnight, whatever. And these two guys, the guys in suits, are giving me such a fucking look. And I'm like, I don't want to just walk out because they're staring daggers at me. So I asked them for like a menu, because a lot of places like this have a menu where you can like purchase acts or whatever. Like you see what they have on offer. And they didn't understand what I was saying. And I tried to ask them like 4 or 5 times. And then they got mad at me and pointed at a big collage of a bunch of girls' faces that they had like printed on the wall. And I said like, "Thank you," and I left. And she called me a pussy the entire way home.
Yeah, girls are way more capable of toxic masculinity than men are.
100%. 100%. I was hoping the story ended with those two Yakuza guys turning out the girl you were with. But can't win them all.
I might have done it if I was alone, maybe. With her, I can't just fucking leave her in the lobby when she's...
Bring her in, make her watch, situation. Make her document it. Be like, "I'll do it, but you're watching."
I could have done that. Like, would she have just watched me plow? Actually, you can't have... It's not legal to fuck prostitutes in Japan. That's illegal. The highest service they tend to do is like oral, and you take a bath with them. That's like the highest tier of the available services.
In the Netherlands, it's full on.
I feel bad. I feel bad for that girl then if she has to suck me and can't fuck me. Poor girl.
Poor girl.
Poor girl.
Honestly, they're the real victims here.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, sorry, it's law. You can't fuck. It's like, okay, I really want to fuck her. That's okay though, I guess. It's law. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Sorry, that was a complete tangent. My bad.
No,
that was
interesting
great.
story.
It was a complete story.
Great, man.
We appreciate you sharing that little tidbit of travel, because I don't get out of the country.
I can't wait to go to Japan again. Now that I've got money, I can explore that place properly. Maybe
you're gonna fuck some shit, huh?
It is beautiful over there. Beautiful.
Yeah. One thing that I always think is really interesting about Japan that most people don't know is like if you're in Tokyo, or in like some of the more larger, more advanced, like huge cities, it really does seem like kind of almost like a cyberpunk city. But if you go just 10 miles out of that, like
to Kyoto,
the level of the level of innovation and like how futuristic it is steadily drops, and then it drops, and then it drops, and like
it gets rural very quickly.
Very quickly. There's a buddy of mine who he was staying like 20 miles outside of Tokyo because it was more affordable, and he was like, everything was on like rotary phones, and the electricity barely fucking worked, and I felt like I was living in like the 80s again. It was totally fucking weird. And huge gap. I find that really fascinating. I'd love to explore that. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Speaking of huge gaps and the 80s, most of the girls there don't shave their vaginas.
Well, you never see, so you never know. Maybe the reason why you can't fuck them, the prostitutes, is because they're ashamed of the little black censorship bars over their clitoris.
They do hate that.
Yeah, the BBC.
I don't know why they make every woman in Japan have that, but I guess the rules are the rules, and who are we to say?
The BBC in Japan is the black barred censorships.
Yeah,
Dude,
the real BBC.
This is a great argument against Bernier Busters on the viability of electoralism, because it is only through electoralism that we could get Japan to change their dumb fuck laws on censorship so they can continue, so they can go back to producing hentai with uncensored genitalia, so we don't have to wait for artists to decensor them. Holy shit. That is what electoralism can do for the people of this world.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure whichever candidate decides to embrace anime will win decidedly.
For sure. people are not courting the anime vote strong enough.
Can I just want to say, like, you know, if you're gonna make a video called "Feral Negroes Attack Whites in Malls,"
stop saying that.
Oh my god!
Why? No. But like, here's the thing, though. If you're gonna be one of those people who puts a video out and you title your shit that way, at least put some fucking commentary on it.
Nope.
If you're gonna say something that fucking like crazy fucking racist, at least have your own voice in there, being like, look at this feral.
Yeah,
like you know, just at least put your fucking your voice to it. I don't want to click on it and just be like, oh, this is somebody else's like.
Wait, does he really not have any commentary?
He
Is
does.
It
No.
really just a shaky 2-minute video of like black people fighting or something?
Yes, that's all it is. That's all it is. And look,
It's probably so he can deny it later. Is probably what it is.
And that's the thing. Like, I gotta tell you, Brett. And this, I'm like, listen. I'm speaking to Brett Keane directly right now. I'm gonna take this platform just this moment, just real quick. Brett, look, I don't appreciate you using this shit. I think it's kind of racist. You're better than this, buddy. But if you're gonna be racist like this, at least fucking like give us some commentary on it, okay? Don't be a fucking pussy.
This is the most attention Brett's got in a long time. I hope you know.
If you're gonna be racist, don't be a racist pussy.
Yeah,
at least be a bold racist.
Be racist.
Because then we can get some content out of it. All right? Like, what the fuck, man? I'm done. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore after that. But I'm
you
disappointed.
definitely shouldn't read any more of his video titles.
Arguments. Make your own racist arguments, you know?
Right.
There's nothing more frustrating. Like, Paul Joseph Watson does this 24/7 on Twitter. He'll post a video of, like, black people behaving poorly. It could be anything. They could be yelling at each other.
Was that the sequel to Men Behaving Badly?
Yeah, exactly. But he'll just post the video, and he'll comment it with something like, guess Black Lives Matter has some other lives they need to be mattering about.
Or multiculturalism fails again. Or some shit.
Looks like the multiculturalism is not working out, or some shit like that. And then, of course, it gets 20,000 likes, and the comments are full of people calling them monkeys and that they all need to go back to Africa. But he doesn't actually come out and say any of those things. And it's just beta shit.
Cowardly bullshit. Yeah, dude, it is. Yeah. It's totally fucking beta.
Go for it. I want to know why you're racist, and I want to know why I should also be racist.
Convince me, sell me on your racism. It's not seeing black people fight's not doing it for me.
No,
I'm a worldly man.
Look,
I've seen white people fight.
I've seen all manner of colors fight. Tell me why this is bad.
This is the thing that always drives me fucking crazy. Like, you have people like Mike fucking Enoch. This motherfucker is so goddamn inbred. Both of his eyes are like trying to like thumb fight across the bridge of his fucking nose. All right, this stupid brain dead low IQ fucking inbred motherfucker has more balls than these people. All right, he at least has the balls to be like, Zig Heil, because he's a fucking idiot. But he's got balls. He's got chutzpah, okay?
And that's why he's your favorite internet personality.
He probably got it from his Jewish wife. He got his chutzpah, okay? So, like, but he's got more balls than the rest of these racist fuckers who can't actually say what they fucking mean. They just gotta be like, well, look at these feral, and then they don't say anything. Come on, man.
Yeah, go for it. Get in there.
God, man.
Commit. I want to see it.
Have you seen Mike Enoch's big announcement party thing? His speech for his new political party?
No. What is this?
Oh, it's what I love this. Okay, it's like the Bernie or bust thing, except it's coming from the other direction. I love it when they do it.
Oh,
hey,
boy.
Trump is cucked and Jew-pilled, okay? He's a slave to Israel. We need to make our own party. He makes it's called the Patriots Party or some shit like that.
Oh,
and he just goes up there in front of a podium, 40 minutes, just does a fucking Hitler speech. Just the whole goddamn thing. And with a bunch of, acne-ridden white guys in the audience screeching every time he finishes a sentence. Yeah, no, it's good. I appreciate the forthcoming nature.
I would rather like that, but I would rather it be just out there, man. Like if that's your idea, that's your position. You know what? This is America. It's your right to say it. Say it. Say it. Just say it. Just fucking say it. Be out there. This is what I believe, and be accepted or rejected on the merits of what you're saying by the public at large. That's a process. That's cool, and I appreciate that. I will stand for Mike Enoch's ability to be able to say his dumb shit, because he does a better job making it seem ridiculous than I ever could.
The real problem are the people like PJW, where they play the "I'm just joking" card nonstop. Those people are much more destructive. If you have open out and about Nazis who are screaming Nazi shit, I don't worry about these people that much, to be perfectly honest. These people aren't good at recruiting. They're lunatics. The problem is people who are capable of dishonestly leeching off of more optically effective movements while pulling people over. That's the alt-right pipeline. And that pipeline relies on the existence of dishonest, cunty motherfuckers who know they're pulling people towards Nazism or whatever, white nationalism, but they don't want to commit to actually saying it because they know if they do, they lose that edge. And that's really what we're fighting about. It's that plausible deniability. I'm open about everything I believe, and I think I can pull people over pretty well because I don't think I need to lie about my values to make them appealing to other people.
Right.
How many cookies could Cookie Monster bake if he had enough ovens?
You know, if you actually, in the example he gave, if you do the math, it still comes out to more than 6 million.
Yeah.
The math that he gives, the time frame he gives, it actually comes out to more than 6 million. If you do the math from his example.
What's he doing? Is he giving like Holocaust denial numbers?
Yes,
but then
that's
the
what he's
numbers
doing.
work out so the Holocaust happened?
Exactly.
Yeah, even in his own little example, the math works out in our favor.
Nice. I don't know. I'm just hoping for the one day when someone mentions someone that I've heard of, but I don't know any of these people that are.
We've watched him before when we've had you on. His name's Nick Fuentes. He's like a crypto neo-Nazi.
He's crypto.
Yeah, sorry,
I feel like he's pretty out there.
Enoch, or is that the same?
So is he not he does try to deny it a little bit, right?
I think since being banned from YouTube, he's been more comfortable just openly adopting it. But I don't think he calls himself a Nazi. I just think he's not putting as much effort into hiding it. Mike Enoch, I'm pretty sure, just calls himself a Nazi openly. There's nothing crypto about him, which to an extent I respect. I recently had a duo debate with myself and Destiny versus Mike Enoch and James Alsop, both of whom are Nazis. Alsop tries to play covert. Stryker does not. And it was so fun.
looks you right in the eye when he shakes your hand.
Exactly, because Alsop would try to do these rhetorically effective, like, oh, well, we don't have a problem with this or that. Oh, wait, did I say Enoch? I meant Stryker. Sorry, it wasn't Enoch, it was Stryker. Okay. Stryker and Alsop. But Alsop tries to do these rhetorically effective, like, we just think the multicultural experiment isn't working shit. And then Stryker's like, yeah, I just don't think blacks are smart enough to be in civilization. And like they do the back and forth. And they were arguing against each other as much as they were us because he was so bad at looking good, you know? I'm sorry. Okay. It's the dedicated Nazi segment. We did it. We
did it. Yeah.
I mean, we do have to do contractually. We do have to do one every podcast.
Yeah, we have to meet our quota.
Yeah. We get funding
or else
from
we lose
Soros
our funding from
and the Koch brothers.
Did you see the Lolly Socks blackface video that he did?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was
that guy blew up in prominence. He's like got a really big fan of Eastern European and Russian fans now.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's because you can't be gay in Russia. So
Are
they have
into
to find
horse?
some sort of guy they can pretend to enjoy for reasons other than
extremely homophobic racists latching on to a gay sex worker with white nationalist values, dealing with their repressed feelings. No way. No fucking way.
No way.
That's their only out.
At least Catboy Kami's open with the shit he believes in too. That guy's not. He's not even like. At least Mike Enoch is like, we're Nazis because we believe in the glory and tradition of the white race. Catboy Kami will just tell you he wants to like gas black people, you know?
Yeah.
And he won't say black people. He'll just say the N-word. Like,
I felt really bad for that kid. What was that website he was on?
Omegle.
Yeah, and that little black kid just popped up and saw this weird guy in blackface saying some crazy stuff. I really felt bad.
I'm
for
sure
him.
that won't be the last moment in his life where he faces racism.
Sure.
Yeah, but
Thanks,
that's pretty
Bill.
overt as racism goes. It's not
pretty
not
bad.
every day that you're a black 9-year-old and you come across a fucking neo-Nazi doing a skit about how you're a subhuman. You know, that's a very potent delivery of racism.
Yeah.
He looked shocked too. He had a really shocked look on his face.
To be fair, that kid was too young to be using Omegle. It's kind of his parents' fault.
It's not his parents' fault.
Thing on his parents.
It's not to be fair. I was making a terrible joke about how the kid shouldn't be on there. Of course, it's fucking horrible that shit happened to that kid. But goddamn, we live in a fucked up world.
You shouldn't get the internet until you're 16.
You shouldn't get the internet until you're old enough to date Onision.
So, 11?
So 40? Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, which direction are we taking that one in?
Yeah,
you choose.
Hey, Billy, how about you just defend Martin Shkreli now instead?
I love Martin. That's my boy.
friends.
Free Martin Shkreli.
Billy actually unironically knows Martin Shkreli, and we'll talk about, like, you know, just doing the pharmaceutical game.
He's just a capitalist. If you don't like capitalists, I understand why you wouldn't like Martin Shkreli.
Safe.
Oh, there you go.
Safe move.
Yeah. But if you like, I also understand why most people don't like Martin Shkreli, and it's not fair to Martin Shkreli the way that people hate him. But that's okay.
Yeah.
There's a fair reason to hate him. He's smug. He plays into it, for one. He sees that you hate, and he fucking rolls right into the punches. But the guy's in fucking jail right now. He'll be there for a while.
Yeah.
So.
He actually knows Martin Shkreli.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So there's Onision, there's Martin Shkreli, there's a few other...
What other chill guys do?
I got a rogues gallery of friends. My buddy list is pretty much an alt-right convention. They're not alt-right. They're all right. I have an all-right buddy list.
You're a member of the all right.
Yeah, we're all right.
A lot of people.
God.
Yeah.
I know a ton of people who are completely loved by everybody too, and those are usually the ones that are sick in real life. These guys wear their fucking like you, Jeff. I learned it from you.
I learned it from watching you.
Dude, I'm so wholesome. What the fuck ever.
Yeah, he was on Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, for one, is a sicko.
That's so wholesome.
Dr. Phil eats ass through a bendy straw. You know it. You know it. He's sick.
Right.
No.
I think the Martin Shkreli.
Listen, you wouldn't spill the beans if he ate your ass either, okay? Listen, that's all I'm gonna say about it.
If Dr. Phil ate my ass, I would tell everybody, and I would tell them if it was good or not. If it was bad, I would not protect him. Like, he sucks at eating ass. He must have thought my asshole was a jar of Miracle Whip because he just dug around it with a spoon.
But if
Miracle
it was good,
Whip, not even mayonnaise.
But if it was good, maybe you'd protect him.
I wouldn't protect him either. I'd be like, hell yeah, he ate my ass and I came 7 times.
Maybe if it was the best ass eating you've ever gotten in your life, maybe then you protect
No,
it.
hell no. If it was that good, I'd be like, hell yeah, he ate my ass like he was stirring a good jar of fucking mayonnaise.
Did we break?
You got a loyalty problem there.
Did
man.
we break Vaush with the Shkreli talk?
He's pissed. Yeah, he changed the title.
Sorry, the capitalism is kryptonite. Actually, from what I heard of Shkreli, I do appreciate. Oh, sorry, I accidentally hit a video. From what I've actually heard of Shkreli, he does seem like a pretty intelligent guy. I do appreciate, the smarts, independent of whatever value system you have. Maybe not the smart's the right word. The fastidious desire to get ahead in life. There's something meritorious there. No, my issue is that I'm fucking exhausted.
And you're sitting on about 10 pounds of Tums and 4 pounds of piss stained orange chicken.
Well, no, I never got the Tums.
Oh,
actually.
no!
What? It seems we're out of them, so I just had to...
Tums!
Honestly,
Alexa!
yeah, I just had to drink
order
water,
Tums.
I know!
Alexa, buy Tums!
Alexa, order Tums. What good is Bezos if I can't get some Tums in my tummy in 45 minutes?
You will never see me with one of those fucking voice activated. Holy shit! To be a leftist advocate and to have one of those voice activated things in your
Billy
house.
has one.
I had two in my house, and I'd make them talk to each other. I had a Google and an Alexa, and I'd make them talk to each other. I'd be like, Alexa, say hello to OK Google. OK Google, say hi to Alexa. They'd have conversations. They'd be like, this son of a bitch doesn't realize we're taking all of his data. I'm like, I know. I don't give a fuck. I'm a cuck for data.
I've got deep secrets to protect, so probably none of that from me. That is cute as hell, though.
I want the world to know that I'm not guilty. I want cameras on me at all times.
You're gonna be the fucking death of us for normalizing that shit, you know?
I know.
I can't wait for it to be 2042 for me to get a knock on my door from the cops saying, hey, the law rolled out last month. I can't help but notice we don't see an Alexa at your house. Is there something wrong with your unit?
Do you have a
sir,
cell
no,
phone?
I don't. No, sir. I don't have a cell phone either. I just thought I'd get off the grid a little bit, you know. But I pay my taxes and yeah, okay. Well, we're coming in now, so buckle up, buddy. You don't have a daughter, do you? Nah, just you're dooming us all. I hope you know that.
No, I don't have a daughter. That girl hiding in my wall is just a Jew.
Oh my God.
Jojo Rabbit.
What the fuck?
Jojo Rabbit. It was reverse Jojo Rabbit.
I've seen it, but I'm not going to back you up at all.
You guys, it's reverse Jojo Rabbit. When the Gestapo comes in, comes in, they're like, "Is this your daughter?" Like, yeah, it's my daughter, because they were hiding her because she was Jewish.
If anyone wants to wind that back, Bill has a Jew girl in his wall.
Hey, it's Eugenia Cooney, okay? I feed her. She'll be fine.
I feed her.
Junior Cooney?
Oh, no.
God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
If you rearrange the letters in her name, it actually spells out gooey eugenics.
I just want you to know that even though the optics were terrible, there was actually nothing technically offensive about that joke, and Jojo Rabbit was a phenomenal movie.
Thank you.
It was a really good movie.
Thank you.
Really good movie.
Thank you. You guys are on the wrong side of history.
I'm reaching out.
My second favorite movie of 2019. Man, it was fantastic.
Was first Parasite or
no? Midsommar. I loved Midsommar.
Okay. No. Midsommar.
I liked Midsommar when it was The Wicker Man.
Ooh.
It didn't actually land with me. Midsommar. I watched it with my partner. It wasn't bad at all, but it didn't really land with me.
I thought it was fine. I liked.
I can explain exactly why I loved Midsommar. It's entirely because I have taken so many fucking mushrooms in my life.
Yes.
The moment
I was legitimately going to ask that. Like, are you a big mushroom guy?
Yes, I'm a huge mushroom guy, and like the moment that they take mushrooms from that one moment where they get into the country right at the beginning. I'm not spoiling anything for anybody who hasn't seen it, but like they take mushrooms. And when the person who did the cinematography on it has done
mushrooms, yes,
they did a very lot. Holy shit! And then the whole rest of the movie is just this just fucking cataclysmic mushroom trip, and it was so perfectly that, and it landed with me solely because of that. On the merits of it being like a film, but for me, like, oof.
My favorite movie
main issue. My main issue with Midsommar is that I hate women. So the film really didn't have much.
That's a non-starter.
That's gotta cut it off right at the beginning.
Wait, wouldn't you love Midsommar? At least the first half, the women get put through so much shit.
And actually, the end too is pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's fine. It's nowhere near Ari Aster's best work though.
I love Hereditary.
It's Fight Club.
I'm not talking about Hereditary.
I love Hereditary.
You like that?
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, the chick is fucking Tyler Durden at the end, smiling at the. Yeah, okay, yeah. Anyway, no spoilers. Okay,
I dig that.
Yeah, it's near 9. I gotta run.
All right.
I never know when this podcast ends because I feel like I blink and it's been 3 hours.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
Yeah. But I really appreciate you guys having me on as always.
Oh, yeah, we really appreciate having you.
It's always good.
I'd like to personally thank you for coming on the Drunken Peasants today.
That's my
Right on.
line.
Scooped your ass, Bill.
I don't need to be sold on it. Anyway, thank you again. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Everyone in the area, I don't know, stay the fuck inside because we've got a big dust cloud or smoke cloud coming up from Oregon that's currently passing over the city. If you look outside right now, you should be able to taste the air.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
You know what?
Take
That's
care,
another
buddy.
reason for gender abolition is to get rid of these gender reveal parties that are causing all the fires.
That's true.
There you
Gender
go.
has objectively done more property damage than Antifa by several exponential degrees.
I've been saying this for years, man.
Fucking true.
If you want Vaush, I'll run you some Tums after the show. I could bring them by your house.
Yeah,
Guys, get Vaush some Tums.
I probably have something. I have it somewhere in a backpack, I'm sure. There's no way I'm out of Tums.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
Please, all of you have yourselves a wonderful night. Thank you again. And I look forward to talking to you again in the future.
Thanks, you too. Good night.
Have a good night.
Next time I'll have 2 cams so I can be on both.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
That was a fun little run there. We didn't get too crazy, and we did take it to the edge a couple of times. Jeff, I can't believe you made that joke about Jojo Rabbit.
I can't believe it.
Listen, sometimes I just can't be contained. I'm a shitlord. What can I do?
Your favorite movie of 2019 was Midsommar, and it's because the characters in the movie do drugs, so it was like a personal reason. I wonder if that's why my favorite movie of 2019 was Peanut Butter Falcon.
Oh, because you love peanut butter, love wrestling, and are retarded?
Yes.
I haven't seen it. I think it just hit Prime.
Yeah, it's on
I
Prime.
haven't watched it yet. Yeah, I want to check it out.
It is great. I love that movie. I loved
Isn't
it.
it weird how Shia LaBeouf went from like, that annoying kid in Transformers to like, that annoying kid who's way too edgy to, that annoying kid who like wants to do that stupid cringe thing with the flag to, wow, this dude's a really incredible fucking actor.
Don't forget about destroying Indiana Jones.
I mean, it's a paycheck.
Also did not help his cause. Not his fault.
Can we name one kid that grew up in Hollywood that didn't have a struggle coming into their own, that actually came into their own?
Macaulay Culkin.
He never came into his own.
finish.
Macaulay Culkin, you know what's crazy about Macaulay Culkin? He's got a whole family of kids in his family that did better than he did.
Kieran, Rory, the other one.
Yeah. They did so much better growing into their roles because they had him to watch like suffer.
Oh, they're like, don't be like Mac.
Yeah. Is Macaulay Culkin the Mac from Mac and Me?
Yes. Yes, he is.
So that's actually confirmed, yeah.
Yeah. Don't
So,
look it up.
everybody, we haven't said this yet. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Join our Discord. There's a Discord link in the description. We'll go through all the Streamlabs because we had a lot of very generous donations tonight. Thank you. You've almost assured that we will once again reach our weekly goal. Which,
especially considering it's going to be episode 777 that wraps this up.
I guess we're just kind of warming up for 777 right now.
If you guys were sick, and I think you are, you would stop donating at exactly 777 tomorrow and break our streak. The most unlucky thing ever.
Why do you say that? You're fucked
What an
up.
asshole.
Because
What
they're
a total
sick.
asshole.
I know they'll do it now. They're all not one person will break the streak now. It'll get $23 away. And they'll let it die because I know how sick you guys are.
Well, you've shown us.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Fixed Soul said, nope, I'll break it just to spite you. Don't do it, Fixed Soul. It's going to take solidarity.
Don't do it. I'll be so mad if you do it.
He'll be even madder if you go way past the goal, too.
Super mad.
That'll really piss him off.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare give us $7,777! Don't you
not.
dare!
Swear to God.
Aha! There is the donos tonight. Let me hit the refresh button, see where we're at. We got some big love early on. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. So I think that
Did you know the sign they're talking about is a swastika?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ace of Base is crazy.
See, I think we missed some of these.
Nordic.
They are Nordic, so I mean,
I feel like some of these Streamlabs disappear on me, but I don't know. I'm gonna go through the ones that I see here. Ghost Rick said Vaush taught me all about winning on the left. F those leftist principles. I just want to win, even if I get nothing put of it. Biden 2020. Hell yeah, Ghost Rick win at all costs. Compton S. Chrissy said Jeffrey the cable guy get her did. Thank you for that.
Hell yeah.
Compton S. Chrissy.
Get her done.
You got that flannel vest on. That's very
sure
becoming.
you're on brand here.
Yeah.
I was watching football before I popped on, so what am I gonna do?
Buzz
Football and
Toaster.
flannel vests. Look at you.
Chiefs won.
Buzz Toaster
Of
said
course,
Billy.
the Chiefs won.
Could you tell
They played
Coda and
Houston.
Tubbsy they're good dogs? Vosh, could you tell Coda his views on race realism are problematic? Vosh isn't here to say that, but I do think Coda and Tubbsy are good dogs, despite Coda's race realism views.
Yeah, those are disgusting views.
Yeah. Juggalo V says, turn 9/11 mode on. Yay. Football is back. Yay. Brian D. Boy gave us the big love. Coop Car gave us some big love. Said, choo choo tip train.
I wish Ohio State football was back, but because I like college football better.
I
do
wish
too.
Penn State
Yeah.
football was back.
It is back.
I'm a big. but
they've
only
totally
Penn State.
recovered.
I don't care about the rest.
They totally recovered from that scandal. I mean, that was quite a while ago when you really think about it.
Well, didn't Paterno die and Sandusky went to
Paterno
prison?
died.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good reason to recover.
No, well, I mean, the program recovered.
Well,
the
yeah, I
football
mean-
program. A lot of people. It screwed over a lot of people. A lot of people got. A lot of players for Penn State got to do something that they wouldn't have otherwise been allowed to do. They got to leave and go to
Not
other
get
schools.
molested.
Well, yeah, well, fuck.
They were allowed to leave and go to other schools,
Right.
like just at a whim because of that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Everybody in that administration looked the other way while Sandusky used boys as his toys.
Yeah, because
Just horseplay. Didn't you read the reports?
Yeah, I've seen the way horses play. Have you not seen the
That's
movie
true.
Zoo?
Horse.
and
all too many times.
historically they were really good. They were a really good team. They were among one of the better teams.
Yeah, they say that when you're
Overall.
hiding a secret, that you excel at something
Well,
else to hide the secret. That's
I
why
don't
Epstein
know-
was so good at whatever the fuck he
Yeah.
seemed to do.
Jerry Sandusky. Anyway, go on, please.
Speaking of Sandusky, they named a whole fucking water park after him. That's sick.
That's not the water park. That's the
Disgusting.
city.
In your home state. Ben.
That's the city, not the water park.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
they
named after the river,
Not a lot of
actually.
people know they named the city after the water park.
The water park's called
Yeah, man.
Cedar Point.
It's Cedar
Gross.
Point, but-
That's
oh,
gross.
Cedar Point, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's wrong
my
with
goodness.
Ohio?
The
Ohio's
robot chicken
disgusting.
of LP says, can't wait for tomorrow so I can get my mattresses at Miracle Mattresses Twin Tower sale. Sick. R. Azrael gave us some big love. Ryan Schmidt said, I got absolutely dog pilled on Twitter today for dog piled.
Dog Bill.
I think it says pilled. On
Based
Twitter
on
today.
dog pills.
I got
Based in dog.
dog pilled on Twitter today
dog pill.
for simply stating that Biden having a climate change plan and Trump doesn't think it's real. Leftist infighting is cancer. Yeah, they leftists should just be sweet boys, but the right should also be sweet boys, and that'll never happen. Fixed Soul said 369 on the dono. Good job, Fixed Soul. Happy days. Locust God said Vaush is so brave that he'd strap a bucket of chicken to his back and take a road trip across Sudan. That's a
Jim Cornette
Jim
joke.
Cornette.
that's a stolen joke.
That's stolen valor.
Stolen valor, dude. You better have some original racism. You and Brett Keane steal your racism
my God.
valor. No, but
that
thank you, Locust
that
God.
shit from is it weird to be surprised by something Brett Keane does? Because normally he's so predictable that that doesn't happen usually.
The drunken peasants were calling out my titling, but these happen to be feral.
Feral Negroes attack white.
You've exceeded your limit of quoting Brett Keane.
I'm reading the title of his fucking
you've
video,
done it.
dude.
You've done third time's the charm, and that's number 4 or 5.
That's it.
And ain't nobody gonna be fucking mad at me for that shit. Come on.
You know, Jeff. You know the rules.
You're just trying to puff smoke up my asshole.
You know the rules. There's
Puff
a
smoke
three.
up your
There's a
asshole.
3
No,
Brett
puff
Keane
smoke
video
up my
title
asshole.
reading limit for each host. We signed this agreement before we came
All right,
on
somebody
today.
somebody else read the title then.
I'm not doing it.
I'm saving up for a few episodes where I can, so it's like rollover minutes, so I can say a bunch on one episode.
Yeah, I won't even say Gail Cord Schuler video titles.
Hey. I love Gil.
Anyways, we all love Gail.
Gail's wonderful.
Just keep that in mind. Thank you. Dusty Cocktail is a beautiful bird. Jeff already said that, but I just wanted to reiterate. DJ Stan said, Vaush is the smartest man on the internet. If you disagree with that, you ain't black. That's a Joe Biden quote. Why is everybody's racism so unoriginal? You take racism from Joe Biden. You take racism from Jim Cornette. It's just not fair. It's not fair. Have some original racism, guys. No, stop it. Xander Breezy gave some pledge monies. It's wonderful. Postidus John says someone in chat said that Vaush should debate Brett Keane, and now I need to see that. That'd be a total waste of energy.
That would be so dumb.
Brett Keane was like, so Vaush, do you believe in
Brett
the
Keane
Earth
just
was
got way
outer
too
existence?
much. He got way too much attention tonight.
He did.
Like, just way too much.
But that's because he's my good buddy, him and Martin Shkreli and Adolf
I hope
Hitler.
we got him a few followers today.
And Adolf Hitler.
Wow.
I think we're caught up on donos. If we missed your dono, guys, I'm very sorry. I feel like some disappeared.
Love
but
race.
I want to show everybody.
I
I want to make an announcement really quick. Also, if you sign up for our Patreon, $25 or above, the figure that you're going to end up getting sent to you next month is going to be Pimmo. It's going to be Pimmo. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Beautiful boy.
What?
This is the 3D model of the figure that will be printed and sent to the patrons.
Man, whose dick do I gotta suck to get a fucking little figurine made of me?
Well, I wish it was mine, but I think I got to talk to Ben.
We've been licensing these figures. Like I hooked Pimp Monk up with some licensing, and Pimp Monk, here we go. Time to make a figure. See, I got a figure.
Man, I hate everything.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
So $25 or above on Patreon. If you sign up before the end of this month, the month that we're in right now, you are guaranteed a figure. We're a little bit behind on sending the figures, but the Brett and the Vaughn figures will be coming out soon. And then this one will be...
Vaughn
Yeah.
Helton does not have a figure.
Well,
Vaughn Helton has a fucking figure?
I mean, any likeliness...
Don't get me started, Jeff.
Yeah, Vaughn Helton does not have a figure.
You know what I'm saying.
Dracula Punisher has a figure.
Any likeliness is purely coincidental.
Jeff's still pissed. Jeff's like, well, how about Jefe Navidad has his own fucking his own figure then.
Jeff, they take time to design and produce. So
it's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, Jeff, if I were you, I'd be pissed too.
Well, what we're doing is we're doing 2 protagonists and 2 antagonists, and then 2 protagonists and then 2 antagonists.
Oh.
And they're called Actual Maniacs. It's based on our Actual Mania pay-per-views that we do.
Jeff, I know you're mad.
Technically speaking, I have not been a contender for an Actual Maniacs, so I guess that makes sense. That's fair. Okay. Mm.
Jeff, I know you're mad, Jeff, and I just want you to know that sooner or later the numbers are going to start dwindling, and we're going to need some star talent, and Ben's going to come begging you to be the next Actual Maniac.
Well, I don't really control. I'm not the person who designs them. I just, we just.
But we are gonna switch it up one month or two. We're gonna do the Drunken Peasants. So
yes,
if you would like,
but
to
that's
be,
next month.
If you'd like to be licensed in the Drunken Peasants package, Jeff, we would love for you to give us
doing
a
the
scan,
Drunken Peasants.
a scan of your tattoo, and we can make some temporary Jeff Holiday tattoos.
Actually, that's a really fucking cool idea. That's really funny.
The Triforce one that you have.
Right, the Triforce one that I have. Yeah.
Oh my God. You went there. You went there.
I love Legend of Zelda.
Oh my God.
Me too. I love Legend of Zelda. It's the best. It's the best ever.
What's your favorite Legend of Zelda game? What's your favorite book of the Bible? Name a book of the Bible. Name a woman.
Past,
Any woman.
Wait, oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ is in the Bible. You win.
Counts, you win. You got lucky.
Jesus Christ.
Name one book of the Bible.
Leviticus.
Oh.
Name somebody in the Bible. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Austin
there you
316.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it is kind of funny because Jake the Snake was doing a religious gimmick when the Austin 316 thing
That's the
happened.
only reason
Yeah.
Austin 316 was birthed.
Yeah,
He was
that's
cut
hilarious.
on Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it was
Because he beat him in the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
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 If it wasn't for Jake the Snake, we wouldn't have Austin 316.
Correct.
It's weird because when I was a kid, Jake the Snake always looked like a medium-sized person on TV.
He's so big.
Yeah, standing next to Hogan and Andre and a lot of the Undertaker. You know, he looked just like a medium-sized guy.
Average.
But in person, he's
just 6'6".
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's gigantic.
Who were some other wrestlers around that time period? Like, imagine if it wasn't Jake in the finals and it was like Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
I don't know if
period.
Duke is going to the finals of King of the Ring.
Do we know who else was in that King of the Ring?
I don't know.
96, you would have had like Mark Marrow, Owen Hart.
Mark Marrow
Triple
didn't do his religious gimmick until much later.
Owen Hart already had King of the Ring, right? He did the King of Hearts.
He had 94.
94, yeah.
So if it was Owen Hart versus Steve Austin in the finals, it would have been, instead of Austin 316.
Another broken neck.
Instead of Austin 316, we'd have something like, God damn it, Steve Austin's Broken Hearts Club says I just give you a broken neck.
Yeah,
you got it.
That's so hard to watch. Where Owen Hart breaks Austin's neck.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. It's quick as fuck. Put that shit on rewind slow mo. They did it.
Have you seen
they
the
did
Sid,
it Monday Night Raw right afterwards?
Have you seen the Sid Vicious broken leg?
Ugh,
video?
that one's hard to watch.
That one's ugly.
Yeah, because with Austin, his neck is broken. You're like, oh, he could probably lose his career. With Sid, he's just got to sit there like, like Austin's probably incapacitated, won't remember most of this. Sid's like, fuck, floppy leg.
Yeah, ow.
That was so gross.
That sucked. I had floppy leg once.
Yeah, so did I. I got ran over by a car.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, my leg got ran over by a car and snapped in half, and I had the floppy fucking foot
Breaking your
dangling
neck.
there.
Breaking your neck is bad. I'm
Fuck
not trying to downplay breaking
Did you
your
see him
neck.
try to walk? It's so crazy that he finished the match though. Like he should have just laid there and let them come put that thing on his neck.
He won that match.
I know.
You
could tell his arms were numb. They were like jello.
He's like, son of a bitch, just broke my neck. I'm not gonna let him get the win.
Right.
Yeah.
Austin was a piss and vinegar son of a bitch back then. He's probably the most famous person that could beat his wife multiple times
and still be chill.
And still be a beloved.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Did he?
Didn't him and Robin Gibbons?
Was he beloved though?
He's beloved now, and Mike Tyson's a convicted rapist.
He is.
But this is a time in America when a black man could easily be convicted of something he didn't do.
It's so hilarious that everyone has that attitude about Mike Tyson, but then OJ, who got off, they're like, oh, he definitely did it. So it's kind of interesting to see it from both sides, you know?
Tyson definitely did it. OJ definitely did it. Give me another random black celebrity. They did it.
Oh my god!
I in the same vein as this, I want to read this other video title that I found. I'm a racist, Islamophobic, homophobic, SJW feminist, hating, fuck your stupid face kind of white guy. I wonder what kind of video that is. What have you done to me, Ben?
What?
You're betrayed by your best friend.
That's another title of one of fucking Brett's videos.
Wow.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Nothing is black man pounds white man repeatedly.
I saw
Bernie Sanders behind riots and destruction to America. The 19th of August. What the fuck is this shit?
I was on
He's
Reddit.
making a lot of sense.
I was on Reddit on the DP Reddit, and I saw someone post like Brett Keen's full on racist now. So I looked at it and I was just like, oh, holy shit. He's doing the whole like they're feral, they're like animals thing. He's just full on a piece of shit. Like he's not even trying to hide it anymore.
This is fucking crazy, man. Dedicated to TTOR, which I don't know what that is, and the truth of Adolf Hitler. What? What?
Okay. All right.
This is Brett Keane?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what this is? He's not. You know, Brett Keen's not dumb. How many cash grabs? How many cash grabs did Brett Keane go through from going atheist to Christian and back again, flipping to where the money was? He sees how much money is open in the alt-right right now. He's trying to get some of those fucking shekels, dude.
Yeah. And by the way, Mike Tyson, I'm definitely getting that fight when he makes his return fight.
Here in my dingy room with my pajamas
And I'm probably going to do a live review
adding
of it.
more shit to my wish list on Amazon. Send to my home address.
R.I.P. Happy
a
Cabby.
cornucopia of shit to distract me from my agoraphobia. I dream of Hollywood and of a better life, but until that day, I'll beat up my wife.
Oh, so he's more beloved than Stone Cold.
I'm gonna beat my wife. I will punch her in the fucking face.
Oh yeah, here he is. Here he is. He's like a pendulum going back and forth. Here's Christianity money. Here's atheism money. Christianity money. Atheism
The
money.
motherfucking pendulum stops swinging above the alt-right.
Oh, there's his book, Eternal Dark Love. Eternal.
I'm sorry that I keep bringing him up, but like, dude, you clued me in on this, and like now I'm fucking super fixated. I can't help myself.
Can you think of this from Brett Keen's perspective? Because like, if I was watching this and this was about me, I'm such a narcissist. I would love every second of this.
No.
Yeah.
No, he would not. He does not like this.
Well,
He
yeah,
is-
I'm sure he doesn't. But like me, I'd be like, oh, this is fucking
And in the
great.
end, Dorn kills him.
Attention.
Yeah.
In the end, Dorn
Wow.
kills him with a forklift.
This
Oh,
would
dude,
never.
here's a great one. August 2nd of this year, August 2nd, 2020.
I hope it includes Farrell.
Fake Jews by Brett Keane.
Yeah, dude, he made that about J-Dubs. His buddy for years, J-Dubs. That was like his, yep.
So the J Dubs. So the J is for Jew, but the Dubs is for W, which is maybe not Jewish. Is that what J Dubs
Dude,
is?
I almost...
Dude. What the fuck, man? This is crazy.
I feel like I
Oh,
have
he-
to play this just based on what's been going on. So
Individual situation. Check out the beautiful asshole.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
oh shit, that still has Vaush up. Oh, the soundboard. Yeah, the balls. I used to play. There's the Brett Keane.
Benjamin.
The Brett Keane soundboard is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm sure we're gonna wrap in a minute here.
Yeah, I'm pooped, dude.
Ah,
I'm just so fascinated by this shit. This is fucking crazy. Black Lives Matter chokes a white baby.
What?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh my God, he's crazy.
Play Mickey's promo, says Kalo Dano.
Okay.
Are we ready for this Mickey Richards promo? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I don't know where it is. Hold on.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
I'll look for it really quick because I had it downloaded, but I don't remember where it is. Someone posted in general or something, or in live. Someone posted in live. Or can you not? I don't know.
Oh, God. Fucking, he has another video, transgenderism is a mental illness. Like, look, straight up, dude, I would trade 1,000 fucking trans people for Brett Keane, all right? Trans fucking rights. Fuck you, Brett. Cocksucker.
I mean,
I'd go like 500. 1,000 seems like too many.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, if I can inflate the numbers to get them all in, I'll do it. All we got to do is just like shove this manatee out into space. I'm cool with it.
Hey, look at this!
God.
Look at this wizard! Look at this awesome wizard!
Look at this.
This is a wizard action figure.
Is he wearing tidy whities?
Yeah.
Any likeness to anyone, fictional or non-fictional, is purely coincidental.
Living or dead.
Yeah.
Is purely coincidental.
Yes.
Why am I getting a boner looking at this? I'm sick.
Dude.
You're right.
I'm sick, dude. I think it's the warmth of this room.
You want to Varn his Helton?
I don't like. If I was attracted to this, I would not admit I was getting a boner right now. This is a fluke. This is a fluke, guys. It's the humidity in this room.
Lucky.
It's the humidity. It's very warm and wet in here. Anybody would catch a throbber.
A throbber. A throbber.
A throbber.
A throbber situation with things.
Now I'm getting a double boner. Please don't do Brett Keane voice saying throbber situation.
I'm getting the promo and I'm gonna play it.
Character in his underwears.
I'm getting the promo and I'm gonna play it, and then we're done.
And then we're done.
First one to
Dorn.
finish is done.
We're done. We're done with all this bullshit. Michael Jackson vindicated by Brett Keane, June 13th, 2020.
What?
Yeah, dude. Michael Jackson vindicated by Brett Keane. He's got a whole ass exposed video.
Finally.
I'm gonna stop talking about this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's Mickey Richards in his dirty car.
Shit. Coming for you, Tyler. Fucking coming for you. Coming for you, fucking.
Did he call him Tyler? Tyler the Creator?
Yes, Tyler the Creator.
Goddamn ass. You think for a goddamn second. You cringier than my ass.
No.
You got another thing fucking coming, Tyler.
Isn't it funny how we did find cringier people?
You got another thing fucking coming.
I'm surprised the car doesn't look as dirty as I thought it would.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of junk in the back.
There's a lot going on in the back seat.
I do like how there's a bite mark taken out of the steering wheel, though.
Mess with me? You mess with a fucking cringy ass motherfucker like me? Huh? You think you can do it?
Mickey, you don't seem drunk enough.
I like him.
You're gonna do it.
I like it.
Well, you ain't doing shit, boy. You ain't doing.
Mickey Richards does this series of videos where he dresses up like Ryby. he's like drag queen Ryby.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the hair color, like the blue hair and everything. It's really
Egghead's getting so mad right now. Egghead's like my promos were better. What the fuck is this?
Wait. You guys Ben didn't call me or text me for Actual Mania, so I wasn't in on it. So Egghead lost his title, right?
Oh yeah. He's getting a shot at the world title though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's good. Good. I love my boy Egg. That's great. I like that. Okay, so if this is the new contender against Tyler the Creator, I like him so far. I like his. I think he's got some. I think he's got some chutzpah. Yeah. He reminds me of like a guy that I go to like one of them historical reenactment campouts, and he'd be like, "Have you ever had delicious apple pie?" And it's just like apple flavoring and Everclear. You know, he's wearing a kilt badly. Like you can't really wear a kilt badly, but this dude can do it. You know, and you're like, okay, I guess I get drunk with you.
I can see the egg meter getting higher. Like Egghead is getting closer and closer to being done. I'm done again. So, guys, lay off Egghead. He's got a world title shot coming up. He's nervous.
You don't want him to quit before he goes for the world title. I mean, he will, but then he will be right back. So it's okay.
Egg's a sweet boy.
For your ass. Egghead might have fucking pussied out, but I ain't fucking goddamn pussying out of shit.
I don't like this guy anymore.
He spoke ill of your sweet boy.
The only fucking thing good about you is your goddamn tits, and everything else is fucking shit.
Sweet tits.
Goddamn down, Tyler, the fucking creator. Take you goddamn down and stick my fucking fist of goddamn cringe so far up your fucking ass. You're gonna be fucking shooting fingertips of goddamn cringe out your mouth, you fucking fat piece of goddamn shit.
Can I just as a message to Mickey, like
Get
have
drunk.
some respect for the cringe that's come before you, okay? Like you need to at least pay a little amount of respect, not to your current challenger, but like, there's a legacy that we got going on here, okay? Yeah, you shoot your shot, you nut all over the place. You're not really going to be focused on the actual attack that you're going to need to be focused on. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Be wasted the next time you make a promo. You've got a week.
Too.
You've got a week.
Shit.
Yeah.
You think you're fucking cringy, bro? You think you're fucking motherfucker? You think cringy? You think you fucking for 1 second? You think you're fucking cringier than me in your goddamn basement with your fucking ass lamb sheep mask fucking shit? You don't got shit, bro. You don't got shit, bro. Come fucking at me.
This is good. I don't know why you guys are saying he needs to do better.
So Kalo's like, it's Thomas, by the way. Should we just start calling him Tyler instead?
I've been calling him Tyler since the first time I heard the creator. I'm like, well, you're Tyler the creator.
Tyler the creator.
I thought it was. I legit thought it was Tyler.
Bro, come fucking at me, bro. Right
I like
here,
the spit
sit in my
strings in his
car,
mouth. It's good.
fucking shit. Come at me, bro. Come fucking at me.
I got junk in my car. Come at me.
You motherfucker. And I'm gonna come and I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh.
You're gonna come in his ass?
Cringe.
Yeah. Come in your ass. Oh, God. I'm glad we didn't play this on Twitch.
Fuck you, Tyler, the creator. You fucking piece of shit. The only thing you're good at creating is creating shit out of your fucking ass. So
Whoa.
You fucking do.
Is he good at that?
Shit. Fuck you.
He's a good
shit.
He's good at creating
That's what we gotta next.
Whatever
next
the
time we
mania
talk
is.
Next time we talk
10,
to
12, I
Kalo.
don't give a fuck.
Actual
He'll figure that
fucking
out.
whatever the
All you
mania
need to figure out
is.
is I'm fucking cringing to your ass, and you're done, motherfucker. You're done.
Good one.
If I'm at all responsible for him calling him Tyler the creator, I'm so happy right now.
So Scott, what's your analysis of this promo? What do you think?
I mean, it's solid. I thought he made a good first impression. I've never seen him before. He appeared on screen. I'm like, this guy's probably a weirdo. So that's obviously, that's what we're looking for. So that's strong. He falls into the trap of a lot of the cringerweight division in that he swears too much.
Yeah.
I think you should save him and make your swears pop more. But I like the disgusting backseat of your car. I think there's a lot of weird things in there. So I appreciate that. And overall, I mean, a very solid first effort. And I have no problem with him contending in the division.
All right.
I want to see somebody swearing oaths. That's what I want to see. We haven't seen this yet with any of the cringerweight champions. I want to see somebody who swears like old school, long form, like middle-aged style oaths. They're almost casting a spell with
A
their
pox
words.
on your house and family.
Right. But like we get like real explicit and real interesting and very descriptive, like describing your mother's sexual emissions as likened to the scent of a stoat or some shit. Why isn't anybody doing that? That is such an untapped fucking market for cringe. I think
May your face shit mice.
Right. Yes, why not? We need something like that. We need something that's creative. If everybody's just going to be the same old, like, I'm weird and I'm swearing a lot and I'm a doofy and here's my boobs, okay, it's cringy, but like
you can go so much further. You can do so much more.
You could be a star,
with
baby.
the tools you have.
Right. You gotta tap into something deep inside of you, past all the dog shit, which is your personality, and find something golden, something interesting. You're not just a slob. You're a creative slob. Like, I don't want to see trash in your backseat. I want to see like Pokemon super glued all over the roof of your fucking car. Like, that's what I want to fucking see.
Yeah.
I don't want to just see you like slovenly eating like a shit ton of fucking fast food and like rubbing ketchup on your nipples or whatever. I want to see you eating an entire jaw of pickles and like making a pantomime puppet show out of each pickle before you eat them. Okay, like,
I want
to see.
You know what he does?
See an incorrect periodic table of elements in the back.
Because he's
amazing.
Because he's a hoarder, he has a lot of this really old shit. And he drank like a 20, 30-year-old can of beer. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, but what was his motivation behind it?
Because he's crazy.
Because he's thirsty, yeah.
I wonder if he's drunk right now. I can bring it. Man, he's a crazy drunk.
Is he online right now?
Oh, yeah, he's in the chat. I see him. I see Tyler.
Kalo. Oh, it's Kalo. What's going on? See, Kalo's look. That's what I'm saying, though. Kalo's listening. Kalo understands. Like, that's the thing. You got to innovate and you got to achieve. Okay, like it's not just enough to be weird and crazy and quirky and different. It's you gotta find something about yourself, and you can't fake it either. If you fake, well, no,
it's gotta be genuine.
Well, no, yeah, it's gotta be genuine. You gotta find something that you genuinely enjoy, and you gotta like enjoy it to the point of like, why? And that will make us go like, yes. That's the kind of thing that really excels. That's the diamond in the pile of shit. Okay. Like, I'm a connoisseur of cringe. I really am. Like, I love this kind of shit.
Yeah. You are. I know.
I am.
I know this.
I am. Like, I'd be like the Burt Reynolds of cringe in the what was the Dirk Diggler movie?
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. Yeah, I'd be like the Burt Reynolds character in Boogie Nights, but for cringe.
Kid,
and like,
you got the goods.
You got the goods, kid. And you don't have the giant fucking swinging hog of a dick.
Mickey,
you have this unbearable cringe factor.
Mickey,
but it's the same thing.
Mickey says, I have another 40-year-old beer I'm going to drink soon.
Excellent.
Oh my God, 40 years old? That's just crazy.
I mean, I'll watch it. Maybe you'll dazzle me. Maybe some razzle dazzle. Seems kind of like Carrot Top, maybe a little gimmicky.
A little too prop comedy.
But you know what? If you got
the
cringe
guys, stop doing prop comedy. Start doing prop drama.
That's what Creamsicle does with the Bad Dragon Guru shit.
That is prop drama.
I like that. That's different.
Creamsicle might have to compete for the fucking Cringerweight next fucking month.
Keep it on the table for sure. Anyway, I gotta eat.
Yeah, we're gonna end this. Thanks everybody. We went long, so no post show. We will see you on. Well, actually, we're doing a show to promote our Patreon tomorrow for the all-time fat competition.
All-time fats.
Yes, myself, Billy, and Scott will each choose 7 all-time fats, and there will be a scoring system and voting system. We will explain.
No, Asterios?
Is Asterios?
He seemed to want in on it.
Oh, is he?
I thought he wanted in on it. Well, give him a shout. I thought he. Yeah,
he did talk about it. I don't know if we reached out to him. You know what? We did reach out to him, and he said he'd love to. So we're not going to be. He's not going to.
You motherfuckers. All right. Good night, everybody.
No, that's in the top 1.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.
See you, Jeff.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken peasants from the strangest corners of the internet. Gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready cause they're gonna kick your Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants.